not just
out of sight.
everything.
I got my little succulent plant with melty rat for good luck.
Hey, okay, there we go.
Got a little egg on him.
Aw.
So it looked like a mouse.
It was. It was a little mouse hanging out in a little succulent plant I have on my desk.
Okay. Sorry about that,
good luck
guys. I super appreciate all the notifications and hosts and everything like that, but we done crashed my OBS. So we're back now. Let me actually host it myself now.
There you go. It couldn't handle the Christmas.
Do it again. Jeez, Jester.
You're gonna
With
crash
subs and stuff, it's a good reason to have it crash.
That's true.
I could use the festive dice tonight. I got like green and white.
I wonder if I
Del
have...
heard me. What's up, Del?
I was looking for festive dice to use, but I don't have any.
Yeah.
And I got some like red looking dice. Maybe I'll use these tonight.
I'm not even sure what dice I need, in all honesty.
I mean, all of them to be safe. It's not like there's that many.
Yeah, I don't want to do math, so.
I do have a dice tower I
How
can
you
use.
make
I got two of them. Another one around here somewhere. I got my cool looking Lego dice tower.
There we go.
That is very cool.
Okay. Hey, Unique! What up, my bro?
I did just get another, or I'm getting another one off the Kickstarter.
Do you support a dice Kickstarter?
No, a dice tower Kickstarter.
Mm.
It ended like a week and a half ago.
Then you'll have what, 3?
Yes, I don't even know where the other one is.
Under little girl's stuff on top of her dresser.
I keep thinking it's the last one, and it's just not. I keep missing them. They're going so fast, and I'm just trying to make sure stream doesn't crash again. Thank you guys so much for all these subs. Everybody's got to raise the roof here. We got to raise the roof for them, guys. All these subs.
We're on a level 5 hype train.
Well, I hope RoboPig is hosting.
Oh my god. Dude, it's so awesome that this is our third hype train as a D&D group. You guys are awesome. All the money goes to charities, so.
It's good.
Charity's my stripper friend. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm Charity. First
I like that.
So how much to keep
Oh,
the shirt
God.
on?
Jeez.
More than you got, baby.
And this was the end of the Good for Gaming Twitch channel. Shirts went off. Everything broke. We got banned.
Job done.
We had a good run. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Should we explain the setting first, or should we explain our characters?
Why don't we all introduce our characters as we arrive?
Shit, Unique with a $135 donation.
My unique name.
It's still the same song for me, Cubby, by the way.
That was stacked up.
Oh!
That's why.
That's the G4G alert.
Yep, that's the G for G one.
I gotcha. I probably wouldn't know what Cubby's alert sound is now.
No, you won't know what it is because
It's really cool, though.
It is pretty dope. But yes, thank you for that huge donation.
Yeah, Stack Up's a really
Nice.
great charity.
Yep.
Our current charity right now, though, is Extra Life. We're running Cubby's part. He's a member of Mason's Little Warriors. And, yeah, so feel free to donate to that, too.
Please do.
We do a lot of charity work here at G4G, so. Yeah.
$10. $10 away from the Stack Up one.
Don't say that. Well, I have to go get. I don't want to leave. I have to go
wait.
get my credit card.
I gotta get in on this hype train before it's over.
We got a minute and a half.
I have no bits, so.
Yeah, I don't have any bits.
Oh,
and-
I have been watching ads like crazy, saving up specifically for.
I don't get any ads anymore.
Beep, beep, pew.
More
Alright, so, wait, were we gonna explain the setting
had
first or
200,
our
no.
characters first?
Let's.
I think we should let the DM decide.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I will give you all the town and you'll all arrive to the party. And at that point, you'll introduce yourselves as you enter the scene. Are we on the verge of starting here?
I believe so. I mean, hype is still
I'm
happening.
gonna make a quick announcement just so people understand what is going on tonight. This is a one-shot. Our special guest DM is in the upper left corner. That is Freehands. He is Nymphomel's boyfriend. And then we have also added our special guests of Sammy Critfield and Yurik Bloodwolf, who is in the lower left. Sammy is next to Freehands up in the top center. Yurik,
one, you'll find me.
Yurik and Sammy are both have been our biggest supporters since we started our D&D game, so we figured it was a great opportunity to thank them and allow them to play with us tonight. So I guess with that being said, it's all in your hands, Freehands.
Let's get this game on the road. All right. Before we get another $100 donation.
There we go, finally.
Not that we're discouraging them, but
I am. Stop donating. We're playing. Busy.
All right. So, this is the Winterween Festival. We have arrived at the end of another year. The snow has fallen, the decorations are up, and a party of adventurers who have been apart for some months now have agreed to reunite back where their story began, the small wooded village of Kindlywood. This is the town where, a long time ago, they all met in a bar and began their adventures that would lead them on to all manner of riches, power, and what have you. Since then, the town has carried on as small towns do, and it'll be much the same as all of you will remember it. It's a very little place. It's got about one road, one tavern, and that's where you're all headed this afternoon. The roads have been a little snowed under, so it's taken you a little bit longer, and you're arriving later in the day than you might have liked, but arriving in the town, you'll find the people out and about. You'll find decorations up on the outside of houses, and there are only a very few shops in town, but they have small tables set up outside, giving out holiday treats and selling holiday appropriate wares, which you may pass by. But why don't we begin with the first to arrive in the little town of Kindlywood? I believe by prior arrangement that would be Fandry, but we'll start with whoever wants to arrive first. Fandry, I'll give it to you.
okay. Let me pull up my character sheet. This is Drizzle, not the right character. Drizzle's the character I play in our every other Tuesday game here. Just for those of you who don't know. Driz not played this game. Okay, so my name is Fandry von Bastion, and I am just one of the richest women in the world. But that's not so important. I do the charitable work for all the little people below me. I just like to do my part and spend my money where the people most need it. So, how you say, welcome. Now, Innkeep, this decoration will not do. We need fancier decorations. We need a consistent accent. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to take down all these poor people decorations and I can't do a whistle like that, but do like the little wolf whistle. And in comes a gigantic 8-foot ducking through the doorway, has to barely squish in. Shield Guardian, who comes to my call with armfuls of decorations that we start to put up in preparation of my former party members arriving.
As you're setting up the small tavern, the innkeep, Walda, she's assisting you as she can, laying out some hot mulled wine and packing up some wreaths or something like that. Who arrives next?
I should have said, for the record, Fandry is a Azamar sorcerer. In case.
Who feels punctual?
Yeah. Fashionably late. Just isn't for her, because then she
think,
can't be in charge.
I'll walk in next, I guess.
All right. Passing by the children playing in the street and the vendors handing out, sugary cookies arrives. Neckmere.
No, that was me. That was Lynx.
Lynx. See, I told you, I gotta get the faces on the characters. This is good for me.
No worries, no worries.
Lynx. Lynx the kitty cat.
Yep.
Let's go.
So, Lynx is a Tabaxi monk. And what you see as I walk through the town is a very dark cloaked, cat-like humanoid, as Tabaxis are. But what's interesting is that I have a mask that resembles a skull on, and there is just blackness on the eyes. There is no ability to see through this mask because Lynx is blind. He is unable to see. He does, we'll get into something later, that gives him the ability to navigate as he goes through his day and allows him to fight, but we'll get into that in a little bit. And as he walks through, he kind of, slowly maneuvers around people and things as he walks up close to them and goes around them. And as he walks into the tavern, he will immediately begin to assess everything around so he knows where things are and kind of get a sense of what's going on. And he hears a familiar voice that has been known to him for his entire life. And even though he can't yet see where she is, he calls out, "Fanny, is that you?" So, I'm the only one that can't hear her.
Yeah, right.
I don't think Fanny.
Forgot to unmute myself.
Fanny,
I scamper down the stool I was probably hanging decorations on and skip on over to you, give you a big ol' hug and a little kiss on each cheek, and oh, you're here. I am so very glad.
Yes, I've made it. We will have much work to do. What is it you are working on in here now?
Alexander, my guardian kind of turns and just still has armfuls of decorations. Now, come a little closer, Alexander. Get him to come closer so you can actually kind of see it. We have lots of decorations to put up. I could use a little help.
Perhaps it may be hard for me to do it, but I will do my best, as I always have done, and I will help Fanny in any way I can as
I'll hand you some fancy
myself.
dishes to put out so you can feel around for tables and whatnot as needed.
All right. The fire's crackling. The hearth is warm. Who's coming inside next?
Hugh will come in next.
Hugh arrives, plowing through the snow, trudging through the rough roads here, catching, as you round the last corner, the smell of the bakery, the fresh goods out. You hear the sound of children playing down the hill from the town. There's a frozen pond there. They have ice skates, it looks like, and they're outside playing. And you follow the only road toward the tavern, which you know so well, and you see the smoke rising from the chimney, and it sounds like there's some activity inside.
Hugh is a half-orc barbarian, guys, and I'm just gonna bound right through the door and put them both in a big bear hug.
Scoop us both up under your arms like you're taking us to the end zone.
Yeah, why not?
Lynx is balancing a dish carefully as he's lifted off.
Yeah, I'm trying to juggle this dish now and try not to break it. Easy, my friend.
Snow falling off his shoulders onto the ground. Waldo rushes over with a little steaming mug. Ooh, take the chill off and have a seat. He's got a little mug of mulled wine and moves one of the larger chairs over by the fire.
Well, long time no see.
You help.
You can reach some of the taller spots.
Alexander brings over. I feel like he just walks around like this with his arms stuck out, just holding crap dangling off of him. So take your pick.
Reach all the way up one arm, garland hanging off the other. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Welcome to town.
I was just down the road a piece anyway, helping people fix up their horses because their horse had thrown a shoe. So I'm a little bit late. Apologies. We'll walk into the bar. What they see is Command Dubois. I'm a half-orc. I am in full plate. Even though I shouldn't be, I just don't like to take it off. It's comfy now. I broke it in. I have to duck a little bit to get inside the door there. I'm a good height, 6'5". And the only thing that's been the most famous about me is, besides me being tall and a gentleman, is that I have bright silver eye. Both my eyes the color of mercury. No, say good evening. I'm sorry if I run late. Kanye, good to see you. Lynx, how you doing? You see me from there?
Yes, I can barely make you out, but I can certainly hear that voice.
I'll make sure to get nice and close. Good to see you again, my brother. And there I see Hugh. There you.
That was in character.
That was in character.
It cut out for me. I didn't hear what he
just
said.
coughed.
It sounds like you need another drink. Looks like you spilled a bit. Let's go cut your cup.
Yeah.
Oh, and you do have the run of the place this evening. I've opened the whole shelf up to you. I will stay around to serve drinks if you should like, but feel free to help yourself to anything. You've more than earned it by now.
Oh, bon, well done. Très bien, thank you. When you gonna get married to me, huh?
You're so good to me.
You're the sweetest share. You let me know if I can help with the cleanup after.
I wouldn't impose.
I know. You at the party too. And I will mingle so the next person can talk.
Who's that?
I'll come in.
A little chilly for a cold-blooded dragonborn. You've made it, though. Scarf wrapped tight. Arriving in this little town you remember so well.
Yeah, as you said, I'm all bundled up because with me being Dragonborn. I'm rather tall. I come in and I have to figure out how to stoop as well because the door's a little tall for me. I come in and see I'm a little bit late, but what can you say when you're having to be underneath all this stuff so you don't freeze? So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing very well. We just need to set up these last decorations. So, chop chop there. Alexander!
Alexander's just stringing garlands up around the outside of the room.
That's what
Like
that
a candle,
can
maybe.
do everything. She a strange one. Oh, it have been.
Well,
Sit next to Link. He's warm.
Very true.
Gotta get Lynx to sit on your lap.
Alrighty.
Alright. That leaves 2 of us yet to arrive. Who's that?
I
I'll
guess.
go last, Cubby.
Alright, I was hoping to go last, but
Call
If
dibs.
you want to go last, you can watch. I'll go.
yeah, let's do that. I kind of got a little plan.
All right. So, walking through the snowy drifts of this town, heavy hoofed sounds are heard. Panzer looks through the snow, snorts, blowing out a warm, steamy mist. He sees the town that he used to be here years ago and met his adventuring companions. He decides to start walking through the town, dropping off little wooden trinkets he personally carved on each stoop to try and repay the destructive nature he used to have all those years ago.
Little kids scamper around as you are delivering these and begin to follow you down the street.
Oh, I thought this was late at night.
It's evening, it's afternoon, but it's not dark yet. There's still people out and about. Like I said, there's a couple of shops that are distributing their holiday wares, things like that. You'll pass them by. In fact, there's a little woodworking shop that you'd probably know. They appear to be selling toboggans and skis to the locals.
So as he walks, not only are the hoof sounds heard, chains and bells are heard ringing and clanking as he moves with each footstep, heavy footsteps towards the tavern. Seeing in the back alley all the old peasant decorations that were thrown out, he gathers them up and starts decorating an old tree outside and putting all the Christmas or Winterween cheer back up for all the children. And he starts laying out wooden trinkets all around the tree down below and gifts that are wrapped. Anyone who doesn't have a boot out, he looks around and goes, and he puts a wooden switch down next to their stoop. And then he starts to clank towards the tavern. His heavy footprints clack on the ground. When he opens the door and really has to how tall is the tavern, by the way? Like the inside?
The actual inside, it's only 1 story, so it's got a high peaked roof. You're well with enough, plenty of room inside, but the door is probably about 5.5 feet tall, so almost all of you are stooping to get through.
So stooping through, first you see 3-foot antlers coming through as the giant deerkin makes his way through the door. His 6'8" frame takes up most of the thing. He shakes off the snow, but his fur is still as white as the snow. His icy blue eyes look around the room as he sees old companions. Fandry, I see you are still slightly obnoxious as ever.
Is that how you say hello to an old friend?
Oh, well, I could kiss your hand if you presented it. So he takes her hand in his giant hand and he leans down and kisses it. The giant reindeer looks around, sees Lynx. He walks over and offers a clasp of the hand to him.
yes, I see. I'm glad you have made it, my friend.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it. I have been missing all of you for a long time.
Yes, yes.
After he kissed Fandry's hand, she like wiped it off on Alexander. Like,
Yeah, give it a big deer tongue lick.
That's awesome.
Then he looks over, he sees Hugh, and he sees I forgot the other guy's name.
Come
Come
on.
on.
But while you're
Carmine.
finding the guy's name, Hugh's gonna like pansy brother and run over and just kind of like punch in the arm, kind of.
So as he runs over to punch me in the arm, I grab him in a giant bear hug, lift him up off the ground.
That's how all barbarians make their entrance.
ah, yes, the hooligans
Bear
reunite.
hugs.
So in the process of all this going on, you guys kind of hear the door open, and literally it looks like a walking snowman is walking into the inn or into the pub, and all you see is it's like stumbling around, and you see a mug out the side of the snowman.
Lord, I should have known this would happen. Why am I not surprised?
Someone
Wanda has a big
snowman.
shrug.
We must kill
She's
it.
like, Wanda runs over and fills up the mug there.
And
He's like, you could use something to take the cold off.
And he feels the weight add into his mug. He goes, "That's my lady." And like he kind of like you can kind of see him like put it down, and he like shakes himself off, and it's like this little like 3-foot gnome rogue with his cloak on and his sword's kind of buckled in on it around his waist, dark skinned, and just the look on him is just pure tired. But he's like,
This is not surprising.
"What? I started early."
Yes, we see.
No worries, Akar.
This one is
Good to
not
see you, little
We
surprising.
need to catch up.
I drink to all of you tonight again.
Yes, you've been drinking to us apparently all day.
All week.
Not when I'm taking a sip, guys. God.
12 days of Winterween.
Is it Winterween
By
already?
now, Fandry's just going around putting final touches on all the decorations, making sure everything's perfect and gorgeous. Just
Speaking
like her.
of decorations, why don't you quick share the Winter 1 image, the image of the little tavern all decorated.
Okay, let me get to those. Winter 1.
By the way, Mel, one interesting note: the little sidebar from D&D is
I saw that. It's our
Still.
characters. Yeah.
yeah. It's still the regular characters.
Yeah. I guess Dave has to like manually update that or something. That's how we had to get Justin.
Yeah, I don't know
on
how to
it.
fix it.
It does. We're not
That's
even.
cool, that.
All these characters aren't in a campaign anyway, so I don't think we could even do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up on stream, you should
that's
see a
cool.
thing now.
Nice. I like how you did that.
That's really cool.
A couple of our cameras are covered, but it won't be permanent. So.
Yeah, just to show it off. And give you a sense of the room, you know, that's where you all are.
Where's the
Cabin
front
Winter,
door
yeah.
of this? Oh, probably where the path is.
Yeah. And you can even see there's a couple of trees outside. I think they're decorated even. That'd be from Pansy.
Nice.
But yeah. That's your little Winterween festivity locale. And now that everybody's arrived, even though in the meantime somebody has departed, but in the meantime, now that everybody's arrived, why don't we settle in? Wanda is bringing out some baked goods, laying them out down by the fire, setting out a few more drinks. The decorations are up, and it's time to enjoy the evening. In fact, all of you have prepared, by prior arrangement, a special gift for another. So, as we get into it, we can settle in, hand out a few presents. Wouldn't be Winterween without presents.
I can only assume that Fandry, set this whole thing up. So she's going to, everybody, gather around, gather around. Now I hope you all brought the presents that you were supposed to bring.
Yeah, I did that. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Naki. I got this one for you.
You should describe how you wrapped it.
It's not
Good
right.
night, buddy.
Well, we were supposed to wrap this.
Fandry sets down a beautiful silk sack that has her family's insignia in gold on it with a pretty little bow onto the table that they're all gathering around, I assume.
I pick it up in my filthy ass soot covered hands. Just, oh, that's a nice one.
Before you pick it up, I slap your hand away.
Hey.
This is not
just
for
looking
you.
At the gift. I didn't think it was for me. Don't worry. That's it. Won't fail. You'll be fine.
Crawdad man going to chop my gift in half. No, I'm just kidding.
Crawdad man gonna get a better gift.
So Crawdad Man's his new name. Let's go around and give some holiday cheer. Fandry, why don't you go last?
Oh, my present go last?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about we start with the last one in?
Me? And he kind of stumbles over and walks up to you pinned the names. I don't see the names.
We must make sure you give your present out before you
Let's
pass
see.
out from all the glug.
Neckmare for...
I walk over to Panzer.
No.
No.
He's drunk, don't worry. It's Hugh. You got Hugh.
I walk over to Hugh. Sorry. I knew it was one of the big guys.
It's all in character.
I walk over... I kind of stumble over to Hugh, and I got like this, it's like actually, hold on, let me pull it up. No, it's a bottle. It's actually in like a real big bottle.
I'm surprised you didn't drink it on the way.
I'm not that stupid, but it's a transparent liquid, and it actually has like a sliver of like it's a transparent liquid in like a big bottle, and I kind of walk over to him. I go, it's a potion of storm giant strength. I had to pull a few favors, but this is for you.
By favors, he means stole it.
Shut up! Don't tell them my secret!
Can I cast Lesser Restoration on him to cure his drunkenness?
You can.
I will do that. I'm just going to touch him real quick and just sober him up immediately.
And then you find out this is how he always is.
There you go. This gets a 40-year hangover immediately.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Why did you do that?
So you'd stop yelling in front of Walter. She got the delicate constitution.
Walter does not look like she has a very low constitution score.
She's the delicate flower in my eye.
Quit hitting on the barmaid. She brings me drinks.
Yeah, how many times in the past has our buddy here tried to propose to this barmaid?
19.
Barmaid, I own this place.
Speaking of Constitution, I'd like to actually go next.
Go ahead.
So I walk up to Carmine, and I pull out what looks like a kind of like case, and I open it up, and what's inside is an amulet, and I hand this to you, and I say, "This, my friend, will make you much more robust in battle and will allow you to manage to keep things going on your spells longer. And what it is I hand you an amulet of health. And
Nice.
by putting that on, your con score becomes 19.
Hell yeah. I'll take it. Carmine spends way too long admiring the box. Like, it's fine workmanship on this box. Look at that hand there. That's not. Oh, this amulet is beautiful. Thank you so much, Link. You're too good to me.
Oh man, we have been friends for very long. This makes me happy.
We definitely have. This is a wonderful way to get exposition and move the first act forward. I mean, what?
Speaking of moving things forward, let's keep going. Who's next?
To make up for sobering up Nakmir, I will approach. Right, I got you something I think you might like. Now this is useful in the distance, as long as you're fighting from far away. And I know you like to throw them daggers a little bit once in a while to get what you need to get done. And he will hand you these fur-lined gauntlets. Now, if you put these on, spend a little while getting to know the magic of them, go ahead and pick up that stick over there and give it a throw.
He picks it up and gives it a good throw.
Flies like a perfectly balanced throwing dagger, unerringly, right at your chosen target, center of her wreath. It almost sticks in the wall, and then falls to the ground because it's just a stick.
For mechanic purposes, these are the gauntlets of the woodchuck. While wearing these, you can throw any wooden object as a weapon with proficiency. Normal range 20 feet, long range 60, and deals 1d6 bludgeoning. So any stick you pick up becomes a weapon.
Good deal.
Or spoon.
I kind of look at it and I go, these might actually come in handy.
Handy. Pun. You lose.
But why?
Don't give him any wooden tankards. Who's next?
So, Panzer, seeing people are giving out gifts, he feels his sack is a little light. He reaches in, pulls out an intricate wooden box with dragons on it. He walks over to Zafira, hands it to her. You are more responsible than the rest. So, this item, and he opens it up, and there's a chime inside of it. This might come in handy. It is the chime of opening. I got it from working through the years away from you guys, from a man named Niklaus. I was the hired muscle. I don't think I needed to open up any doors, but he gave it to me. He says it'll open up any lock within 120 feet, as long as you see it.
Very cool. This will come into use. Thank you much, buddy.
I guess you want to go next since you just received, kind of like Duck Duck Goose here, I guess.
Yep, I will go up to Foundry and I give her a nice size piece of rope, and it's use it for it has a AC of 20 with 20 hit points, and it's an entangling rope.
An entangling rope?
Yes, rope of entanglement.
I mean, she kind of holds it out like this, not really knowing what it is. You got me a rope? I mean, I have like literally millions of feet of this in my stable. Why do I need rope?
Why do you have millions of feet of rope in your stable?
It's the rope stable, don't ask.
There are plenty
She meant
of
closet,
horses.
Carmine.
I meant my
That's
dungeon.
okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Someone please say the activation word so it entangles her. That would be
What am I supposed to do with this?
This will entangle people. things, creatures.
Like whip?
You
Activate
can talk
the
She
word.
tries to whip it, and I assume it just kind of unravels like less than a foot away from her. Is there a magic word?
Famous.
Famous.
You hold one end up and you use an action to speak.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
get
sure
you get to make up a command word, I guess.
Oh,
It's whatever word you want.
oh.
I like what the group suggested to make it
Famous.
funny. Thanos.
Famous.
Thanos?
Fanny.
Famous? Oh,
Anus.
Famous. Famous.
Yes.
I'm
Anus.
just laughing because of discussion we had earlier. Famous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, I suppose. Only slightly ungrateful, but still grateful. Well, I guess it means it is my turn. So I pick up the little sack that I had set on the table,
I
and
don't think Hugh is gone yet.
He was not.
No, it's I haven't gone yet either, so I'm gonna go right now.
I know. I'm saying you should go last.
Oh, I should go last? Okay, never mind. You can go first. I thought we were doing whoever received goes next. Sorry.
Well, we only started doing that about halfway through, so it doesn't matter.
Hugh, you're up. I guess I'll go last.
Okay, I guess I'm up. So Hugh's gonna walk over to Lynx. Lynx, I got you blanket, and hands them over this green hooded. Said Elf said help you. Elf said help you hide. It's a cloak of elven kind.
Oh, this is good, but I have Cloak of Displacement on. So,
Oops.
not sure this works, but I take it. Thank you.
Yeah, it'll work. Who cares?
Wear two. You gotta wear one cloak in the back and one in the front.
It's not how it would work normally. You can wear two cloaks. I mean, like, just as a human, like in real life, like, why couldn't you wear two cloaks?
You tie one
D&D
cloak to one arm and the other cloak. to the other.
Probably can't, but rules are malleable.
Yes, sir.
So, you have a nice elven cloak over your other magical cloak.
So now I guess it is my turn. I pick up my little. It's about, like maybe like this tall, this wide, silk bag. I pick it up and I put it out in front of Panzer and I say, "Merry Winterween, Panzer."
I take it carefully and cautiously and look at this silken bag.
Open it, open it.
I reach my large hand into it.
And you pull
Not your
out.
small hands.
You
Got
pull
two very
out
different sized
a.
hands.
You pull out a deck of 22 cards. Now, you can tell these aren't normal playing cards, and they're a little bit different. I say,
How
you
did
remember
get
all
the
those nights we
approval?
spent playing cards
You're
together
right.
on watch?
Same
What
thing.
on earth are you talking about?
You remember all them nights we spent together playing cards while we were on watch? I thought of this when I saw it in the store, and I just had to get it for you. So
Not in
you
the
got
store. That's not where
a.
this came from.
Well, to be fair, do I ever really go to the store myself?
The store in the city of grass on the plain of fire where she
you
bought it
reach
from
in-
an evil djinn.
You reach in and can I finish here?
The store is like
Yes.
a lamp.
You reach in and you pull out a deck of many things.
Oh no.
That's game. I'll see you guys.
Time to go, Rick.
So, he shuffles the cards, thinks about drawing one, tucks it back into a satchel on his kilt. Thank you, Fandry. He hands her smoked walrus.
Oh, that's good stuff there. I've had that. He brought that to me before. That's good. That's a
I
good
was gonna
deal.
I know, I have some for you too, Carmine.
I don't
got
think
the
I have
jerky I
eaten
like
smoked meat since we got off the road all those years ago.
Good for you. It'll put some meat on your bones.
That's true. It's good for toughening up.
And ruin my figure? I think not.
Such a lovely figure.
You're not. I flip a little bit of hair. My character knows she's super hot. She's very
Your
well aware of
character
it.
believes she's super hot.
Hey, she's an Azamar. She is super hot.
You're almost as eloquent as an elven maiden.
Yeah, well, I ain't no maiden. But anyway.
Anyway,
I
You're all
hope you like
settling
it,
in now.
Panzer.
I do like it. What's it do?
Well, all I can say is that they told me that you have to say how many you want to draw from it first, and then something magical happens. I have not tried it myself. I do not know.
How many were in here, you said?
22 cards in that deck.
Hmm.
Could I do a history check, see if I recognize this artifact?
yeah.
Okay. Two. That's a nice deck of cards, yeah.
You want to play some solitaire with it?
Yeah, why not?
Let's
Okay.
gamble.
If anybody
Little
rolls
does he know how
fours-
much of a gamble it is.
If anybody rolls a 4, please make sure we know.
So, Eric, just so you know, I did talk to Ian about that one ahead of time because it was a legendary and I had to confirm it. So he has a deck of cards set to go for you. He doesn't know which order they're in. He just put it together and shuffled it for you.
Do
We got
I
unicorn cards.
do I want to end the game now?
You're more likely to just end it for yourself than anyone else. I mean,
Well, I mean, if I said 22,
there's an equal number of good and bad things. It's not like the only thing that can happen is bad. There's 11
I know.
good, 11 bad things.
oh, I know.
But if you also wanted to hold off, that's fine too. Ready when you are.
Maybe not in the first act.
Yeah, let's get out of
So-
it in first at least.
I look for my fellow Smash brother. Where's Hugh?
Hang
Trick
on,
him
he's
into
having
it.
technical difficulties. His foster dog just knocked out one of his monitors.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Puppies. That's what they do.
Bobby.
So,
I'm doing a quick pull up on the second screen of Twitch so I can see what's going on.
Oh shoot, did I accidentally just add 2 ropes of entanglement? I sure did.
Hey, we're back, sort of. On one screen.
everybody's settling in. The sun is now fully out of sight, and the chill is starting to creep up the windows. A little bit of frost. The activity outside has died down a bit since you've all arrived, and Wanda's going around lighting a few extra candles and lanterns and things to just bring a little bit more light into the room. And there's a tray of snacks, there's some drinks. You're all well presented and enjoying the evening, settling in for just a very, very pleasant night with friends. Anybody else up to anything in particular?
I keep drinking.
What are those?
My
Yeah,
red
I'm
dice
joining,
for Christmas.
I'm joining. He calls him Naki. But I'm joining our little rogue friend. Drink for drink. Like the old days.
Good
Cody
old
just
ale.
totally did his played his character in real life and pounded that beer.
He just wanted to play drunk so he could get the beer.
But I don't have my son to bring me anymore.
As everybody's just relaxing, getting to know each other again after it's been at least a few months since most of you have seen each other. Maybe longer for some of you, who knows. Chatting, telling old war stories, some new war stories, undoubtedly. Remembering that time you saved Wanda's cat from that bugbear. All this. But the evening begins to settle in. You're all kind of intending to spend the night here, but as you are just getting comfortable, there's a sudden snap. You have no idea what that might have been. It sounded like it came from outside, but not outside the building, outside the whole town. A crack. Like perhaps a sonic boom, you would understand, the players, but your characters have no idea what that is. Also, make a perception check.
Everybody?
Everybody. Unless you're feeling especially drunk and you don't feel like you would. But anybody can make one.
I'm the heir to a very important family. I can't be drunk in public.
You got
I thought it
16.
was
Well, I rolled a natural 4.
Zafira 19.
So, 4 plus 7, 11 for me.
I got a
For
13
Lynx.
plus 2, so 15 for me.
21 for Carmine.
15 for me.
All right. A few of you, anybody who rolled above 10, immediately begins to hear a commotion outside. There's a few shouts. And sounds like anybody who was still out on the street hear doors slamming and screams of children, men, women, everybody. Carmine also
Hang on,
picks up...
oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought stream died again. My bad.
Carmine picks up another sound over the din. I believe the only one who rolled above 20, Carmine? That's correct. We'll say it is. There's a sound on the wind. Something sounds like it's rolling into town on the breeze. And in fact, you can hear the breeze pick up a little bit itself. A distant but menacing cackling. And at the same time, everybody in the inn, no matter how poorly you rolled, notices one more thing. The tree, the evergreen tree in the corner of this room, begins to shudder. And then its trunk splits into two legs. And it takes a giant step, rustles its branches, Christmas ornaments falling all over the place, and lashes out with a branch at the nearest party member. Everybody just roll initiative real quick.
All right.
His Christmas tree coming for you.
Nice.
What's my bonus
Lynx,
to it?
18 plus 5, 23 on initiative.
Hugh is 16.
Ouchie mama.
Carmine's 11.
Zafira's a 7.
I'm also a 7.
I don't let that fast. All right. Lynx, 23. Hugh, what was Hugh?
16.
Hugh was 16. Who was after that?
I am
No, I'm
Knack-
sorry. 12. 12. Sorry, looked at the wrong one.
Okay. Nakmir?
Nakmir's a 21.
Fandry and
All right.
Zafira both rolled 7s, I think, right? Fantasy?
Yes.
Who are you asking?
Your turn. Why not?
17.
11 for Carmine.
What's your dex fantasy?
Nothing.
A 0? Okay, then I guess I'll go first between the two of us because I got a +3 to dex.
I guess I will be using a dice roller.
My God, can I just snap another pencil, please? All right. Lynx, you sensed this movement of the tree here before anybody else. It's shuddering, and the cracking, the sound of the tree, and its first shuddering steps. So you act first. As the tree swings into action, you also leap up. Where are you about, and what are you up to?
Well, where were we all gathered, I guess?
Oh, here,
would
let
be
me
my
pull up
question.
the,
We were,
Good thing to establish.
I would assume
Alright.
we were at that table, that large table,
I
by
pulled it
where
up
the
again.
tree was.
And,
I know Fandry would have been at one head. I would have assumed, let's see, probably Carmine at the other end.
Nah, Carmine's gotta be on the side of the table that's closest to the bar, am I right?
He's on the bar itself. Yeah. He's
Okay, yeah.
He's at the bar.
Um,
He's strolling. He's mingling like you do.
I would be probably closer to the tree side of where Fandry was sitting. So I'm probably right by the tree. I'm probably closest to the tree.
All right, you see that
Anyone
branch
as
coming
well.
right for you. You're going to get the drop on it real quick here, but it looks like it is initially lunging at you. So why don't you give it a taste of its
I
own?
will use. I do have the ability to have blind fighting, so I do see this movement, despite my limitation. And I will strike out with my claws. That is a 6 plus 8 is 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, that's not enough. You just scratch the surface of the tree. You get a little sticky pine bark on your cat nails there, but it doesn't look like it's gouged very deep at all. Here.
Okay, I'll do my second attack. This one probably hits. It's a 17 plus 8.
That'll hit.
25. All right, I'm going to spend a key point and make this a hand of harm attack. So it is an additional 1d6 plus 3 necrotic damage, and the tree will be poisoned if it can be. But give me one moment. Let's see. 3d6. And.
Are you saying you're trying to sap the strength of the tree?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Heyo.
That's good stuff. Okay, so that is 19 damage, and it is poisoned
All right.
for my second. And then, as monks are, I get a third unarmed strike because I'm a monk.
Because
That was
monks.
my
It's just always because monks.
yeah. I get a
Fist
third,
Fury.
so we will attack that. And advantage on this one because it is now poisoned. So that is a 19 plus 8 is 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And stupid 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 additional damage. But it is now poisoned, which means...
All right.
Hold on. One moment, please.
No!
I think that means it is advantage for everyone attacking it and disadvantage for it attacking anyone else.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Are you guys all set with the map? Can I take it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even looking
I
at it.
think so.
I'm going to try and run everything, just theater of the mind. I'm going to try and do my best to keep consistent positions for people, but if you have a question, confirm it, or just let me know where you think you are in relation to something like that. We'll just try and resolve all this kind of stuff on the fly. There will be some area of effect things that come into play later, so I'll try and be fair with that, but we don't have maps, so I'll just be winging it, and, well, hopefully we all survive. So, up next, deep in his cups, Nakmir almost spilled his drink at the initial shock, but saved it. What is your next move here?
I would assume I was kind of sitting next to Lynx, and I noticed the tree coming alive, and with me becoming as close as I am, I'm gonna pretty much take a slash with my short sword at him, at the branch that's kind of pulling out at everybody, and I roll a 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
Yeah. And then I do 9 damage with my first hit. And then I'm going to do a...
Permission to meta? You do have the woodchuck gauntlets, and I think the tree is made of wood.
Permission to metas before anybody answers.
Pick up the tree and throw it.
Pick up the tree and throw it?
It is quite a large tree, and you're a very small gnome.
Yeah. I'm not
Maybe
a
if somebody passed me that potion of something or other here.
I mean, I could use a bonus action to try to pick this thing up. I mean, I do have
enough.
Well, you have to realize. Well, I guess you don't, because nobody's actually done any of looking of what is on all characters. I mean, surprisingly, my character is rather strong. But no, I'm gonna do a I have the bonus action
Character is quite strong.
I'm gonna do my sneak attack. And I'm dual wielding, so I get the bonus action of the second hit. I
Bam,
do
bam, bam.
19 to hit.
Yep.
I do another 11 damage to it. And then I'm going to do my sneak attack. 46 damage. I do another 21 damage. And that will be it.
All right. That's Nightmare. Come to Moose. Panzer.
Seeing Lynx get swung at by a tree, and then Nakmir start hucking things at the tree. Panzer sees the tree coming out. Trees are flammable, but I also have my giant bell-shaped warhammer. He pulls out an oil flask and throws it at the tree.
Okay. You have an oily tree.
Okay, that just could be it. Well, it's for his hooded lantern.
Okay. You can throw an oil flask. Make an attack roll.
All right. What am I using? Dex?
Yeah.
No, computer. That's not what I want.
No, computer. Behave.
19 plus.
That'll do. You cover the thing in oil.
Alright. So now it's drenched in oil. Can I swing at it with my hammer?
We'll say you were over there also. Why not?
Hey, Frank's World, thank you for the raid.
Raid!
Go ahead and swing.
Raid.
Well, he gets 2 attacks per action.
Barbarian. Go ahead.
Alright, so you want me to attack?
I don't know why you to do anything. Do whatever you want. You can go back outside and ride a toboggan for all I care.
Okay.
They might not be made quite big enough for you, but they love you in this town. Maybe they knew you were coming and made you
21.
Bye.
Yeah, that hits.
You want me to do damage first, or do you want me to do the second roll?
However you want to do it. Just keep moving.
And the second attack is a natural 20.
Nice.
They have it.
That's one.
Alright. So now I gotta do a d8. This is the first attack. 6 plus 5.
Okay. Damage, that is?
Yeah, so 6
Okay,
plus 5,
11.
11.
Carry on.
And then this is the crit. Are we doing 2 dice or times 2?
Just times 2.
Times 2 of the dice, that'll be 6, so another 11. Because I rolled a 3.
6 plus 5. I gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
So,
All right. After Moose comes Tree. First, Tree Branch flings out in a mighty slam. And it'll go for Lynx. Why not?
With disadvantage because of the cloak.
And
Nice.
it's poisoned.
And it is poison.
Yeah.
All right. Disadvantage comes to 22. Quite still.
Wow. Yeah.
It's got quite an attack bonus.
Oh my god! This must be coming to alert!
Merry Winterween, now go get him.
Jingle frickin' bells!
Not to break game, but every time a 20 is rolled tonight, I'll be donating $20 to the extra.
Ah, snap! So that's 2. We got a
Time to
natural
pop smoke.
4 or a natural
16 damage on the slam attack. Tree branch right upside the head. But this thing's not done. Swings down with another tree branch. Disadvantage 16 this time. Is a 16 hit?
Miss.
All right. And we're not done. There's another thunderous blast as the front door of the tavern flies off the hinges and another tree stomps through. It's the one outside that Panzer decorated. It's covered in old-fashioned decorations, old popcorn falling off it and things. It stomps through, shuffles a little way into the room, and then it flings its tree branch, but instead of a slam hitting someone next to it, it flings and needles fly off in a cone shape, hitting everyone. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is covered in oil. Do we get
Is
advantage?
no not an option.
The not the one that's throwing pine needles. Another one stomped through the door. This is the second tree. It's the one shooting pine needles at you right now.
Forgive me. I have to check
and
something
he
really
rolls a
quickly.
3.
I rolled a natural 20.
I
Plus
rolled
5
an
is
8.
25.
9.
Okay, it does.
I rolled a
automatically adjust for
24.
that.
I rolled a 5, so 8.
All right.
I have no bonus, so I just 9.
Does mean with evasion I take no damage, by the way.
Okay.
Oh wait, does D&D Beyond add in this? It doesn't look like it does.
No.
It doesn't add in your magic items, so I have to add that myself.
Oh. Yeah.
It does if you've equipped them and attuned.
I
Click
have
the
it
attune
equipped,
button.
and now it doesn't say that there's a quick.
So click on it. So click on
Oh,
the name.
maybe it became unattuned. Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
did when I.
Oh, it does.
Okay, I got it. I see there. Okay, yeah, now. Okay, it does automatically do that. Okay, sorry about that. Then I got a. You said dexterity?
Yeah.
I got a 16. Oh, it's happening again!
All right. So, let's see. We've had Fandry, Zafira, and Panzer, all fail so far. Anybody else below 17?
Oh yeah,
I
he
got
was a 3.
I got a
so
16.
Way
Who
below
was a
17.
3? All right.
So
Those of you-
Fandry also hit, I guess.
All right. So that's 14 damage for everybody who failed, 7 damage for those of you who passed, no damage for those of you with evasion.
14 damage. Ooh.
And with that, flying, the thing then finishes its move by stomping over right up in front of everybody.
Oh wait! I don't take that damage.
Because of Alexander.
Yep,
Who steps in the
Alexander's
way.
right here. So whatever was coming right at me kind of just gets absorbed by a magic field, and Alexander kind of just, you see him in the corner take a step back, and then it's just like a statue again. I forgot.
Oh, I have danger sense. I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see.
You saw that one coming.
Let me re-roll that.
Yeah, go ahead. Also,
Okay.
you, I don't know how Shield Guardian's gonna work here, but, is it like, have hit points you're tracking?
What?
Your Shield Guardian.
What about
How
him?
long until it dies?
How long until it... What?
Dies!
Let's see here.
It's not immortal, it's a construct.
After it takes 142 hit points worth of damage.
Alright, well, you want to keep track of that then, or you want me
Yeah,
to?
I'll keep track of that. I'll just
Alright,
pull
well,
up
that's
a notepad
14
for
for
it.
him right there.
Yeah.
So instead of a 5, I got a 6 plus 3, so 9.
Sweet. Instead, you take double damage. It stomps up. Behind it, through the door rolls one final combatant. Its form almost seeming to roll through the door, at least its lowest body appendage. It's a snowman. The snowman with little stick arms and little carrot nose, as they are wont to have, rolls up, positions itself kind of in the middle of the room, about, 20, 30 feet away from all of you, and it also unleashes a cone, this one, of frozen shards of ice. One more. Yeah, we'll hit everybody with it. Make a dex save.
That's a big old 8 from me.
23.
19.
I heard a 8, 23, 19.
Although I do have a cold resist, I'm not sure how to.
That will have, this is cold damage that is going to be incoming, so if you have cold resistance, it will have that.
I
Okay.
awesomely followed up my natural 20 with a natural 1.
Nice. Might not.
So that'll be 6. I still only take half damage because of evasion, but
Right.
So, for my, I'm getting an advantage on this deck save, right?
Yeah, you see this one coming up.
The first roll was an 11. The second one was a natural 20.
I'd go ahead and take that 20 if I were you.
Natural 20.
What the heck?
You want me to take a picture right now?
I almost want to
Here's
say yes
scrapbook.
because this is unbelievable. Cubby, I'm never using I'm never using the Discord bot again. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you see that?
So the DC on this one's a little bit lower. 15. I've heard we've got an 8 and a 6 that are both going to fail. Anybody else below 15?
Oh wait, we were supposed to do another one?
Yes, correct. There's a snowman that rolled in the door, and he blasted a cone of cold at you.
So that's a deck save too then.
Is that a third save then?
No,
That's
this
the
is only the
second
second
one.
save.
Oh, okay.
Pine needles from the tree, which then charged into combat, and the snowman, which is keeping its distance, fired off the cone.
That's still a deck save, right? And I got
It is. This is
I
the
got an
second.
18.
Okay.
How many natural 20s is that so far tonight? 4? 3?
3. I've been keeping track.
Damn.
So, unlike the first attack, which was just some pine needles being thrown at you, this is, in fact, the spell Cone of Cold, which
That's not good.
some of you may know has
I do
potential
know.
for a fair amount of damage.
That's
So, who all failed, y'all are taking 36 points of damage.
I'm down.
Nice.
Holy frick!
36 you said, so that's
36?
36.
18
So,
halves.
18 for those taking half.
18.
Did we take damage from the pine tree?
You took 14 or 7, depending on if you passed or failed.
Okay.
You passed, I believe.
I
With the
passed
natural
the cone of cold.
You passed this also, yeah. So it's 18 from the Cone of Cold.
Oh, wait, pardon me. I go down to 1. Relentless endurance.
Nice.
Yeah, you're half work.
You're chilly, though. Oh, and the 36,
Missed
Zafira, I'm
it.
pointing where my screen is. There's nothing to the left of me on the actual stream. Zafira, what's
You're pointing at me on the stream.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, Zafira takes the 18 unless she did pass the save, in which case she'd only take 9 because of the cold resistance.
I did that up above, but it didn't work.
He just made one for you. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's the snowman's turn. He's all done. Up next, we got Hugh. Hugh, how do you do? There are 2 giant trees wailing away on your buds right here, and then they're about 30 feet back in the middle of the room. There's a snowman who just unleashed some painful magic.
Yeah, Hugh's gonna do bonus action rage. He's a little pissed right now, and take my battle axe and I'm gonna run at the tree closest to me.
You hear the trees grumble and moan as an axe comes at them. They are upset by this.
And I did. Oh, wrong one. Hit. 19 to hit,
19 hits.
and then damage,
Waste.
and then 12 damage.
All right. And are you focusing on the tree that's already taken a bunch of damage, or the one that just came in through the door?
No, I'm presuming the one that's already taken damage was the one closer since he was already in the door. That's the one I was after.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, both of them are basically right on top of the entire party right now because the one that came through the door charged after it did its ranged thing. So they're both right there to hit, but the one that already took damage will put this damage on him. All right. Technically, you actually had advantage on that because the poisons, and also Potentially, because it's surrounded by your buds. But you did hit. If you want to roll again, just make sure you don't get a crit. That'd be fine by me.
Okay. Roll for damage again.
No, attack roll to see if you crit.
Yeah. Just because you would have had advantage on that attack for a number of reasons. So if you just want to, you did hit, but if you got a crit on the advantage, then it might be worth it.
17 and no crit.
Nope, doesn't matter. Perfect. Carry on. What else
I think
was in your heart of hearts?
I think that's all I've got as far as actions.
Just rage. Heart full of rage. All right.
Heart full of rage, yes.
That brings us to Armand Dubois.
Carmine's very annoyed with the cold man.
Get a little ice on the beer.
Killing him. Yeah, that's a problem with me. So I am going to cast Sacred Flame on that tree. It's got the oil on it.
All right, nice. Very cool.
It needs to make a dexterity save.
It will not be very good at that.
At disadvantage to the poison, I believe.
Yeah, I got a 15 and a 19, so disadvantage is looking okay.
Hey,
But my 15 turns to a 14 with my dex modifier, so how's that do?
It does not pass.
All right.
He's going to take 15 radiant fire.
All right, and we'll throw an extra D8 on from the oil, if you want to roll that.
And I will throw an extra D8 on from radiant damage because of my power of my god.
All right.
So I'm going to roll 2d8 on that one.
I'm anticipating the result here.
I get to hear how fast I type, which is not fast. Total of 8.
I'm doing everything fully analog. I got pencil and paper and dice in front of me here. The thing ignites. You might have all heard pine trees burn. Maybe you hear that crackle, that shuddering sound. This tree is fully engulfed, and in fact, you can see it begin to wither and shake as the tree topples over backwards, still on fire, potentially endangering the tavern that you're all in, but seemingly just as inanimate as it was when you all arrived.
All right. And since Sacred Flame's a cantrip, may I use Healing Word as a bonus action?
Sure, yes.
I will do that on myself because I'm almost dead.
Wise.
We're still in combat, right?
You are in combat. There's another giant tree and a malicious snowman.
All right. Back up to a healthy 11.
Wait a second. Oh, okay. Is that good enough for you? Because I got empowered healing.
I will happily take healing from whoever wants to give it to me.
Now, empowered healing just lets me have you re-roll one of your dice when you heal.
Oh, sure.
So if it was like bad, I could have you re-roll it. But if it was okay and you don't know if you could really roll better, then we'll save it because I have to spend a sorcerer point for it.
I'd say save it.
Yeah.
I did Healing Word. It's not a huge healing buff. It was just the thing I could do.
Right. Does that make it my turn?
Sorry, yes, I am reading. It does make it... Oh, my turn again.
Oh no!
Busted now?
Those of you who were distracted by the tree and the snowman and the magic and the danger may not have noticed, but some of you, in fact, may have noticed the tree and the snowman were not the only things that animated. There are garlands creeping along the wall, and a wreath hops down and rolls and bumps into someone's ankle and falls down. Doesn't do anything. But the garlands whip out from the wall and are going to attempt to entangle someone. We'll make that someone...
My beautiful decorations!
Meeny, miny, Zafira. So,
Did you buy these decorations where you bought the deck of many things?
yeah.
Dude, I gotta just say, for Secret Santa, I
So
almost
first, there's
went
the cat
with
coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and
else.
guess that an 8 is gonna miss the Dragonborn fighter. Okay. Safe bet there. And one more garland's going to fling off the wall. This one's coming at, well, it's got a 10, so it's not going to hit anyone. But they are flailing, and it seems like all of the Christmas decorations are animate at this point. Some of them more dangerous than others, it seems, but everything seems to have come to life. Now, that brings us to Zafira's turn. What's up?
All right. So
Wait, no, I go
am gonna-
first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you have
Yep.
the same initiative order, but we...
Yep.
Yeah, I had a higher dex, so I go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tree is on fire, potentially burning down the
exactly.
inn.
Crackling away.
Garland came off the bar, I guess, to get Zafira?
The bar, the walls, doesn't matter where.
And
like
there's
many
still a
things.
snowman in the
Yeah.
They're
doorway.
animated, they're like snakes.
Still a snowman in the doorway, huh?
And there's a snowman in the doorway and a giant tree in your face. The giant tree ran over to the tree from outside. Ran over to the table where y'all are.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably at the end of the table where my back's to the wall. So I guess we're gonna have to just... No, I don't want to cast that right now, I don't think. Okay, well, you know, I will... I can't decide. How many spells do I have? Oh, okay.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone first.
Yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't have. I'm going to just, I guess, cast a firebolt at the tree.
Okay,
So
fire away.
I got a 17, no, a 14, I think, to hit the tree.
14 does not hit the tree. You whoosh through its branches. Maybe ignite a few.
Okay, and then I can cast another cantrip as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
I guess I will try that again.
Why not?
That was even worse. I got a 10 that time. And then I'm going to, I guess, take my movement. Not sure how far away I can get, though. Trying to picture the
Approximately
map.
30 feet.
Well, I know that. I guess I'd only be able to make it to the other end of the table? I want to run toward the doorway, but not too close to the snowman.
Okay.
And is Alexander gonna go on my turn then, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Alexander, protect me! And Alexander's just gonna keep standing there, pretty much.
Okay.
And also heal for 10 hit points.
All right.
I think that's my turn.
Okay, so whoever I'm closest to, I assume is the tree.
Yep. Big angry tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my scimitar of wounding to
Trim this tree.
19 to hit
Oh my
Yep,
gosh!
that hits.
Oh, I did my math all wrong.
and a 8 damage.
All right.
And I'm just gonna unarmed strike as well as my second attack.
Okay.
Oh, that would help if I actually another 6 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. That brings us back to the top of the order. We got Lynx standing in front of a little bonfire right now. You can hear the crackling of the fire.
All right. So, first thing I'm going to do is make 2 claw attacks again. I will move to where the snowman is. How far is that actually?
About 30 feet away.
I have 45 feet of movement.
Now,
So that's fine.
the tree has a significant reach with its long branches. So if you're going to move through or past its...
I will use, since I'm going to do it anyway at some point, I will spend a key point for Step of the Wind. Spend 1 key point to take... Oh, no. Okay, this is different than what I... Okay, yeah, I understand why. Oh, never mind then. Yeah, that's fine. It can take an opportunity attack.
I think Step of the Wind
Alright.
gives you
That was an 18.
dash or dodge.
Yeah. It's different on another game I play. So I was thinking of that.
18 to hit.
18 just hits. Yeah.
All right. $18 damage. Almost trips you up as you run by, but you keep your feet, you keep moving, and you end up out there near to the snowman, if that's what you desire.
Yes. So I will attack the snowman.
All right.
Let's see.
He flails his little stick arms feebly at you.
First is 16 plus 8, which is 24 to hit.
Coal eye falls out. That hits for sure.
We are going to spend a key point to do a stunning strike.
All right.
So he has to make a DC 14 con save.
Okay. I got a 9.
So you fail. You are stunned until the end of my next turn.
Sounds good.
I will also... Well, no, I'll just do that on this hit. All right, second hit with advantage because he is stunned. And I rolled the same thing on both, which sucks. Let me see if I have something, though. I think I have...
You get the sense that snowman armor class might not be that high.
So I rolled a 5 plus 8, which is 13. I'm going to spend a key point to make that a 15.
All right. You bury that claw deep in the snow.
All right, and that is... I will do this one again with... Oh, no, I won't. I want to do something else. Okay. So the damage for this one is... natural 4. 4 plus 5 is 9 damage.
All right.
And then...
You're just swinging off chunks
Oh, the
of the
first
snow.
one. I didn't roll damage for the first one because we did the stunning strike.
Cramping
Damage for the first one was... Damage for the first one was 6. I will spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
But I will only do 1, because you'll see why in a second.
Slap that carrot nose right off his face.
Again, 16 plus 8.
Big hit.
Oh, wait, just make sure I didn't... Yeah, okay. That's a hit, so for 5 plus 5 is 10 damage.
All right.
The second Flurry of Blows, I will use my Hands of Healing feature.
Okay.
Which, when you use your Flurry of Blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with a use of this feature without spending a key point for the healing. So I add 1d6 plus 3 healing, and I will do that to myself.
All right.
For 6 healing, plus Physician's Touch. No, I don't need to do that because it's blinded, deaf. Okay. So just another 6 healing back to me. And then last thing I will do is I will use 20 feet of movement. The walls of this tavern, they are wood.
They are wood.
Okay, because I am a tabaxi, I have a climbing speed of 20 feet. I will climb 20 feet
All right.
on the wall.
Going straight up into the rafters there?
Yes.
Go 20 feet up, you'll be up well into the
I'm
rafters.
sorry.
The wall's probably
I only go up 15 feet because it's all I have the movement I have left.
That's cool. Yeah, the walls themselves are probably only vertical for about 8 feet or so before they turn into a peaked roof with the rafters above and things like that. So you can get up right in those rafters if you want.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay. Tippy
I mean,
top of the
that's stand
tree
in the
is
middle.
waving up there. But, all right. That's your turn. As you charge away from the snowman, you hear just behind you. It is dead. The snowman has fallen over. It's like a bully knocked over your snowman in the yard. The thing collapsed. As you were hitting it, it felt like it was no tougher than a regular snowman that you would have made as a kid. So it seems to have been destroyed. In the meantime, Nakmir, you're up. Nakmir, you've got some smell of fresh pine in your nose there. The smoke is maybe clouding up a little bit in that side of the tavern, but there's still another big angry tree only a few feet away from you. What do you do?
I'm going to attack the other tree because I figured that the one that I originally attacked is currently on fire, so it should be taking some more damage and possibly going down rather soon. So I turn to the other tree. I'm assuming it's within 5 feet of me, right?
Well, we
Or
can
how
assume
far?
that.
How
I'd say
far
maybe
is
like
it
10
from me?
feet. You know, like it's just the other side of the table, maybe.
So I will be using my the a cunning action to disengage, so I can disengage as a bonus action.
All right. Very
From the other tree.
Isn't the tree by him dead?
It is.
Okay, so it is dead. Okay.
It is dead.
All right, so I go to the other tree, and I start slashing at it.
Slash away.
I take my first hit, which is a 19 to hit.
No problem.
I do 10 damage to it on the first hit. I do my second hit. 22 to hit. I do 9 damage. And then since it's a new turn, I'm going to do my sneak attack. And I do 17 more damage.
All right.
I don't think I can do anything else.
What happened to a couple of our party members, by the way?
I'm still here.
Okay, your screen is frozen.
No, my screen's not frozen.
Okay.
Jester's computer is
Crashed on
rebooting.
him.
It crashed on him.
Okay.
So
I'm invisible.
Eric has gone incognito mode, but Panzer, who I keep wanting to call Moose, is up. Yes,
right.
Steckner, you were finished up, or did you have anything else?
that should be it. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing else I can truly do at this point.
All right, cutting away, doing a little topiary there. Got some damage on the tree. Comes to Panzer. Panzer, you are staring down this giant tree. What's up?
I'm staring down a flaming tree that's next to me too.
There's that flaming tree on the ground, correct, crackling away. Nice.
How heavy is the tree? Is it just like a standard tree?
Yeah, it's a standard tree weight, yeah.
I pick up the flaming tree.
Okay. Take a little
the
damage,
snowman-
why don't you?
Okay, whatever.
8.
I rage.
So you're mad.
Still be
Yep.
raging from last one. You don't have to use your rage again.
He didn't rage last time.
No, that was
I
It
did
was
not.
you that raged before.
That's right. Sorry.
Being hit by the tree, I rage. I grab the flaming tree. The snowman you said was dead?
You were ignited by your own oil, first of all. But anyway.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
Ah,
Listen.
shoot.
Do my 4 damage. I pick up the flaming tree.
Yep, you got it.
Now, is the other tree still in front of the doorway it came through?
No, it's right next to all you guys. You could swing this tree at it like a baseball bat. Neckmere might have to duck if you do that, but
How?
What would I really have to duck though? Because I'm so short.
true. And Moose is really tall. I mean, Panzer.
Exactly. So he could just throw it right over me anyway.
Using the flaming tree as a battering ram, I charge forward into the other tree, and I'm trying to go through either a window or the wall of the tavern.
Okay. That sounds fun. Go ahead and
Oh, shoot. I think I broke
we'll
shit.
have you make contested strength checks against this tree.
So I'm raging.
Cool. You get advantage on that then.
As a minotaur, but as a deerkin, I get... let's see.
Is stream working?
Now everybody froze for some reason.
I think it's frozen, yeah. Except Cubby. Cubby
Cubby's
appears
still
to be
good.
able to move.
Cubby's
Yeah, that's
moving.
weird.
Cubby, it's
Now
all
our
you.
DM is moving.
Narrate and
Yeah,
narrate
I'm
for everybody.
All right, you
trying
have
to
7
fix everybody
PCs and a
one at a
DM, and you have to just guess what the rest of the one shot is.
Exactly.
They're slowly coming back.
There's 3.
Yeah, I'm back.
There we go.
Hey,
I
Pat.
thought I was back for a second. You
There
flickered.
you were.
There we go. Yay!
Oh,
So, Cubby, how's that 4 work?
Just let me know when you roll a 4.
So, with my advantage, my first roll was a 4, my second roll was a 19.
It won't work then. It's
Okay.
got to be a normal 4, just on a roll.
Like a, yeah.
All right, so 26 for strength
Okay, one sec.
to bull
Oh, I got
rush
a
this
19.
flaming
You
tree.
win. You push the tree. It'll say you push it like 10 feet. I mean, you push it a little ways, but it's a big heavy tree, and you got to keep pushing it if you want to do anything serious.
Well, I push it 10 feet anyways because of racial trait anyways.
Is that so? We'll say 20 feet then.
Yeah, I am a
Racial trait
minotaur.
for pushing? What race is this? All right.
I think it's with my horns though.
Oh, you're talking about the gore attack?
Oh, yeah. That's probably what it is.
Well, if that's the case, if he ran over me, I would have to take a dodge, like, kind of attack.
You
I don't know if you
almost
would
took
because
a cunning action last turn. I wonder if you might take that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
What
do
kind
the.
of reactions do you have?
small characters can
well,
go between
I have
characters'
the-
legs, so I don't think you really have to.
It's kind of
I mean,
tuck and roll.
It would be like I have the uncanny dodge, and I have the.
You're also
Yeah,
supposed to-
I do have. Well, I would just have to make a dex saving throw, either way, because I have evasion.
I don't think you have to because you're a small character, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move
Yeah,
between his
sure.
legs. It's fine.
Yeah, you can go between his legs,
Oh,
no
okay.
problem.
Uncannily, you sense that this giant moose behind you is about to charge, and you look back, go thin.
With my improvised
over.
wooden club here. My improvised flaming wooden club.
Battering ram, indeed. Oh, we'll have the thing take a little damage from that. Why don't you roll 2d8? One of them will be fire, one's bludgeoning. Tell me which is which,
My-
because it'll matter.
Alright, so for the first one you said is 7. Am I
Yeah.
adding my strength?
Yeah, why not?
So 7 plus 4. Oh, I'm raging too, so plus 2. So 7 plus 6, 13.
Okay,
And then this is the fire.
okay.
6.
All right.
Do we go through the wall?
No. You push it all the way to the almost to the other side of the tavern, but you haven't managed to push it out a window yet. Also, I mean, like, it's 10-foot tall fir tree. Window, you're gonna bend it in half.
So it's larger than me?
It's larger, yeah. I mean, it's a big tree. I mean, you guys are in a forest. They didn't pick the little babies to decorate here. The one outside might have been rooted to the ground also, but it was probably not a cut down tree. This was a fully growing, alive tree. But anyway, you push the tree, it's on fire. Are you still holding the tree that's on fire?
I took 4 damage from the first one. So that was my first attack, right?
Sure. What are you thinking here?
My second attack is to grab the flaming tree, and it's at the window, push the tree out the window with the flaming tree.
Alright, make another strength check.
I mean, it's winter. The window's probably not open.
No,
I
it's
don't care
definitely
if it
not open.
smashes.
It's gonna smash. I rolled 4.
I don't
A
care
natural
about
4,
these.
that is. 4 plus 6, so I got a 10 for Eric's purposes, but a 4 for good for gaming purposes.
I'm trying to get the flaming tree and the other tree out of this tavern. That's my purposes.
2 trees at once?
So I got a 9.
Yeah, you don't succeed. The tree does not move.
I thought the tree only got like a 6.
The tree rolled a 4 and has plus 6, so
Oh.
you lose.
Oh, whoa. Strength, plus 7. Never mind. 12.
You big cheater. All right. You push the tree, which is flailing around violently, into the window. It doesn't bend in half and go out the window or anything. You do break the glass, and the tree continues to flail.
Okay.
They're both, it's still inside. The tree will take 1d8. I'll roll it this time. It'll take just the fire damage, not the bludgeoning damage from this attack. You should get a running start this time. And we'll call it that. All right, carry on. Good attempt. Pushed it pretty far across the room. Now, Hugh. No, tree. Tree goes. The tree that you are pushing with another tree is going to just try and slam you into the ground. It's going to flail at you violently.
Is it opposed strength checks?
No, it's just going to hit you with its branches like a normal attack. It got 18 to hit.
18 is my AC.
All right. Yeah. $22 damage.
I am raging, so it's halved.
That's handy. And the second attack is 22 to hit.
That hits.
23 damage on that one.
So 11 again.
Yeah. And that's the tree's turn. Snowman begins to melt a little bit. Hugh, you're up. The tree's been pushed all the way across the room.
Did I miss any damage or anything while my PC was rebooting?
Nope, I believe you are unscathed.
Okay.
You did miss a couple things dying though, so.
Yeah, the snowman and one of the trees is dead. The tree that died is on fire and being held by Panzer the Minotaur right now. But
Did you say the tree that died is being held?
yeah, the tree that died, the Minotaur picked it up and is using it as a weapon against the other tree.
Oh, gotcha. How far away is the other tree?
Probably about 15, 20 feet away from where you are now.
All right, so I'm going to have to run over to him. And we're going to go with the battle axe again.
Battle axe it up.
Got 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 13 damage.
13 damage. And that is, let's see, okay. Math there. All right.
Now, did my having to run over to him count against? Because I have 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, no, you get a second attack.
Okay, I just make sure.
Yep.
So to hit, Oh. 13 to hit.
13 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Airball right through the branches there. You slice off a few little pine needle clusters, but it doesn't look like that did anything. Makes your axe smell real nice. Might be a bit sticky though.
High and fresh.
All right. Carmine over there.
Where's Walda?
Other side of the bar.
She look okay? She's not being accosted by any of this?
She is hiding at the moment, but you see her peek up every now and then from behind the bar, and it doesn't look like anything's coming at her.
Okay.
There's like a couple of the wreaths that, like I mentioned, are jumping down and rolling around. They don't appear to have any natural means of doing any serious harm, so perhaps she batted one away from her.
That will be my wife someday, I swear on it. And I'm going to cast a second level guiding bolt at the tree that is being accosted by my companions.
Accost away.
That's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, every time.
That was just under a crit. I was so upset. And since it's a new round, I get to add another D8 of Radiant. Apparently in all caps for some reason.
Really loud damage.
It is very loud damage.
Sonic damage. I don't think that's a type of damage anymore. Maybe it is.
I think I changed it to thunder.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's like thunder damage or something.
Yeah, which is the same, and they shouldn't have changed it. But
yeah, right.
It's 27 points of damage.
Big damage.
And the next attack on that tree will have advantage.
All right. That next attack may belong to, well, who wants to go first? We got Zafira or,
Oh, real quick, can I do my bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to regain a second level spell slot.
Okay.
So who's left?
There is one tree in the corner being battered by a Minotaur and a battle axe. And we've got Fira, and I keep wanting to say something other than Fandry. Fandry. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is just Nephimel, but that doesn't... that would work to refer to you, but I want to use your name, your character name.
Cool
Anyway.
story. So
Cool story indeed.
I had spent my last turn, with my movement on my last turn, getting as close to the front door as I possibly could. So what is around me over there?
Are you looking outside?
Just a tree and some garland. I didn't think I could make it to the door. I don't know how big this room is.
The squares on the ground should be 5 feet if you're looking at the map, but it's not super critical. Right. Yeah, what are you asking me?
I'm asking
how
you
big
where
the room
I am
is, or
and
what's outside, or
near me.
who's where. The tree that's being fought is on the opposite side of the room from the entry door. He pushed it across the room toward a far window.
So you got like door and then the trees on the other side of the room?
Correct. There's a melty snowman somewhere near the door. There's a cat up in the rafters, but some garlands are like whipping at you, fancifully. But
I am going to spend my movement to run out the front door and take a look around to see if I can see some sort of person controlling all this stuff.
Interesting. I'll describe what you see in a minute. Keep going.
What do you mean keep going? That's like what I gotta do
did you
first.
have anything you wanted to do? Okay, so you duck outside, and the first thing you notice is that these are not the only Christmas decorations that have come to life. You see just down the street, there's a tree battering on a door, and there's a couple of townspeople with like big wood chopping axes, like sneaking around the side of a house. There's some like lights that are curling down, like a post outside someone's porch and trying to slither under the door. There's all kinds of mayhem going on out here. It looks like the townspeople are resisting their Christmas decorations, but there's a little bit of heck being raised. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling such garbage. That's a natural 4, by the way.
All right.
Plus...
It's snowing. don't-
No, it's not my full roll. I'm saying it's a natural 4 because that gets
Yeah.
donations. So I got a 6 though.
Yeah, it's snowing a little bit more than
Forgot
it
I
was
don't have
when
Drizz's perception.
you got here.
So it's
You don't know as
snowing.
much else.
It's
Yep.
snowing and Christmas decorations are attacking everybody.
Correct.
I yell back inside, "Everyone! The decorations are attacking out here too!"
That's fantastic. We almost dead. Help. Can you help?
Oh, you want the help, huh? Well.
And
I changed my mind. You go outside and do whatever you're going to do.
Is this a touch spell?
Bring Waldo with you.
I just love the
That
casual
is a touch
conversation as
spell.
we're actively fighting it. You go ahead and do it.
We're kind of fighting in here.
There's no reason to be impolite and not answer a question when it's yelled out at you.
someone shouts a question at you, the only polite thing
We
to
lost
do.
somebody?
Eric dropped a second. It looks like he's back in the call, but
Oh,
not on
but
video.
okay, there.
Okay, he's
I
rebooting.
just saw that.
There we go.
Here he is.
Okay. I guess I will turn around and through the doorway shoot off a couple more rays of, or not rays of, fire bolts.
Rays of bolt. Fire's ray.
Rays of
Ray
fire.
Bolt
Okay.
ray.
This time I'm gonna actually use the right modifier because actually both of my hits last time should have hit. I did my modifier
sorry,
all
bro.
wrong. Okay, well that's a 12, so my first one does not hit. And oh,
Oh, you have
That
advantage, though, because of the guiding bolt. I believe you're the next attacker, right? Or did Hugh get that?
who did
No,
guiding
Carmen
bolt?
was after
No,
Hugh, right?
Carmine. Yeah, I think Carmen goes right before me. Carmine, whatever.
Carmine.
I go after one of the trees.
on.
Unless it's the dead
Cameroon
one.
over
Correct.
here.
So, yeah, you have advantage on this attack, I believe.
Okay,
Yes,
so
next
I'll
attack
take that
you
as
have
my
advantage.
advantage then. My second roll will be my advantage.
Okay, and then you have a second.
I got a 24 to hit on that.
Nice.
So,
Direction.
let me get 2 d10s up in here. The heck happened? Oh, here's 1 d10. Where are all the d10s at, yo? Okay. Oh,
Couldn't possibly
okay,
tell.
I gotta find a different d10. I just threw that one
You
way
got
far
way more
away. Here's another one. Alright, so he takes 12 damage from the first firebolt.
And this one seems to ignite quite quickly as well. As the firebolt begins to catch some of the lower dead branches.
Is he dead?
He does crumble to the ground. The tree
Okay,
appears
now
to have
I can
de-animated.
cast another cantrip as a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Now, does that one also get advantage?
Well, no, because your
Just the
advantage was
one-
on the creature
right.
that just died.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was the whole turn you get advantage, or if it was just
No,
one
it was only
part of the
the
turn.
next attack on that target. So even if
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
that target is no
So, since I'm outside of the inn, what's the
Correct.
closest decoration to me?
There's
is
a tree
attacking
battering down a door right
townspeople.
across the street. It
Okay.
flipped over a table covered in ice skates, and it's smashing a door.
It's within 60 feet?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to frostbite that tree then.
All right.
13.
No.
Okay, and I took my movement. I did my action, bonus action. Okay, I think I'm done.
All right. Zafira, the bar appears to be empty of threats. You're standing scimitar in hand. The foe that you were fighting was bulldozed by a minotaur, but
Reindeer.
correct. What's your next move? Andrew ran out the door and started shouting something back.
Yeah,
at us.
where'd everybody go? Are we all still in here, or did they all just go out the door on me?
There's a cat in the rafters. There's a moose on the other side of the bar. There's a Frenchman shouting at somebody who went outside. Everybody else, there's a gnome kind of dodging around people's feet, right over by where you are. And the orc ran across the room with an axe.
And pardon, I'm a Cajun, so not a Frenchman.
All right, so I am still
I'm the
Arcadian.
terrible French woman.
fighting this tree.
I think all the
So yeah,
all the
there's
enemies are dead
no more
for
trees
sure.
left inside. Outside, it does appear that there are some Christmas decorations that are still animate and are causing harm. You might look out a window and notice that.
Okay, I'll follow Fanny and go outside
All right,
and see what's
ducking outside, make a perception check.
okay. There it is. I rolled a 23.
Holy guacamole.
You run outside, and the first thing you see, of course, is the tree that's battering down a door. You think, oh, I gotta get over. And then something else catches your eye, and you look up. It's the sky. It doesn't look normal. See, it's snowing right now. There should be cloud cover. There shouldn't be much going on up there, except for the snow drifts. But you hear something, a kind of soft crackling, like glass maybe, and it seems like the sound is moving up around you. There's, in fact, a reflective surface, light being refracted back at you from above the town. And again, on the wind, you hear a sound. As you leave the inn, it looks like there's a giant dome enclosing the town. It could be ice, it could be glass, it could be anything, but the town itself appears to be nearly enclosed, and in fact, it's advancing quite quickly towards the apex, which itself is about 100 feet, 200 feet up in the air.
I point to the dog and go, my half brother Josiah, he said the whole world looked like this, but he can't read, so I don't think he'll buy it.
And this is something those of you inside might not have spotted yet, but as a few, it kind of stops you in your tracks for a second there. An incredibly unusual sight, to say the least.
Yeah, she's first off, she's gonna throw some of this healing ointment on herself.
Okay.
That is a 1d4. Well, if I did the actual correct dice here. I'm up to 30. Woohoo! Alright, I guess I can see if I can, since I know Fanny got her attention out here first, I can kind of call her out here and try to see what's going on out here.
Yeah, Fanny should be standing just somewhere outside with you, near the door still, but outside. And maybe she will notice after you look up and start taking in the sights, but seems like the whole thing was obscured by a little bit of snow and cloud, but yeah, Fanny hadn't noticed until maybe you pointed out.
Hey girl, do you see that?
You see that.
This looks like a almost like we're getting trapped in here.
This got to be good.
No.
How are the others inside?
I don't know. Let's pull them out here too.
And everybody inside, there are no threats in there. So you do notice your two friends run outside, and then you might hear them pause. And looking outside, ducking outside on your own initiative, some of you make it out there just in time to hear another final clap as it seems like this roof, this dome, has closed over you. In fact, little pieces fall straight down from the apex where it finally met and enclosed. Just as that happens, those of you who are still inside notice the garlands slithering across the floor and the wreaths rolling around, bumping into people, all fall limp. The tree that was pounding at a door just across the street from the town topples over. Seems like whatever magic was animating these, Winterween holiday ornaments has given them up.
So the tree I was fighting is limp or dead?
It was killed by Fandry
Yeah, I
on
killed
her
it.
turn. Both those trees have been dead for a minute. Keep holding that tree,
Alright.
you're going to keep taking damage.
I throw the
Everybody knows
flaming
I'm
tree
better
out
than
the
10 things.
door.
Okay. It lands in the snow with a sizzle and eventually goes out.
Fandry like steps to the side like, why don't you watch where you're throwing these things?
Ducking.
I'm just gonna spam some healing while this is going on, so I can be not almost dead.
Let me know if you need
I-
assistance with that.
Hey, Carmine.
Yeah.
Panzer turns and looks at him with his singed fur. I could use some of that too.
Be right there. Give me a moment. I just have to roll terribly on healing myself. Hold on.
Fandry, seeing you trying to get yourself together to help you
I
out,
rolled
comes
like
over
2,
and
1. It was
I
bad.
give you some empowered healing. Just
I'm
give
gonna
like a
reroll.
hand on your shoulder, like, you got this, bro, or whatever Fandry would say. You got this,
You got this, Mon ami.
That's what I said.
Jinx.
So,
rolled
let's
another
see. You
It's the
can
exact same roll. I rolled another 1.
re-roll any number of those dice. You can re-roll all the dice.
It was just 1d8.
Yeah.
That was it.
What a waste
So.
of my sorcery point. I'm just kidding.
That's okay. Wasn't a waste of mine.
And I got so Panzer didn't
I
get.
can kick out a mass healing word as well. If it can help some people kind of get a little bit above.
I
12.
also have a healing spell. So, do we?
Did you need to feel really important, or can I do my job as a cleric?
You can do your job. I mean, I can
Heck
spend
yeah.
sorcery points all day. I got 8 sorcery points I can spend on just empowered healing because I really don't think I'm going to use them any other way.
I actually didn't know that Forge clerics could get spell slots back, which is a really cool feature. 'Cause I'd never done a Forge cleric before.
That's
and
why I
it was
took
really
that.
cool to find that out.
That's why I took
I
that
almost went
pearl of
sorcerer
power.
for that exact reason. I was going to be a healing sorcerer for that same reason. I was like, I want sorcery points back so I can heal people. But everyone gets 5.
Ooh.
Everyone gets 5 back.
Okay, Alexander, you get 5 back.
I'm going to bonus action get myself another second level so I can hold that one.
Now,
still
does that
can't
work?
believe I
Does
was-
that healing work on constructs?
I think I have
Is
mending. That'll help.
Healing probably shouldn't work on constructs, but
I
the
don't
logic
think-
that applied to
well,
Does it
either
depend
way,
on
he gets 10
experience
health.
doesn't
He
apply
has
anymore.
he has regeneration. He gets 10 health points back every turn anyway.
Yeah, he'll be
so-
fine. He doesn't need any healing.
Okay.
All around you, as you guys are all getting your bearings here, the villagers are doing the same. People are emerging from their homes. Somebody's got a little, like a flu shovel. Somebody's got like a frying pan. They've got their improvised weapons. It looks like some of them are throwing some wreaths out the door into the snow, and it looks like they're all kind of trying to get their sense of what just happened. And they see you, of course, the heroes of Kindlywood, and they're a little bit relieved, and it looks like some of them are starting to look to you for a clue as to how to react to this and what to do next. What are you all doing besides
Is my
healing
mic
yourself and catching your breath?
Do I notice like any of these like wreaths or anything nearby?
Yeah,
Like-
nearby to where you are, there's a few garlands and wreaths that would have been rolling around. Yeah.
I actually go over to one of the wreaths, pick it up, and chuck it.
A frisbee. Yeah, give it a good fling. All right.
Do I have to do anything like roll
No, you
anything?
can
Or...
just fling it. You're good. Where you want to fling it?
I want to actually throw it at the building.
Just like the side of the Tavern?
But yeah, try to like just throw it, like
Okay.
pick it up and throw it at the side of the tavern.
It comes unwrapped a little bit. You fling it up there, and it looks like it gets rattled, but it doesn't react in any way that a normal inanimate wreath wouldn't.
Lynx will come down from the rafters.
Oh yeah.
Tail
Sorry.
all poofed up.
Fandre will come over and try to help you
oh
down
my God,
a
we
little
forgot the
bit.
cat in the house.
I don't think Lynx needs any help climbing down from the rafters.
No, I can jump down because I have a slow fall. It's not a problem.
Well, you are blind, so I'm gonna be there just
So I
in
jump
case you
down.
need.
I walk
Land
up
on
to Fandry and I say, what is happening? Why has things stopped?
I do not know. I came outside and there were things attacking everything everywhere, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. The sky do weird things, and I've never seen it before.
What did the sky do?
Since I was having to run to get wrapping paper for my mom, do you mind stepping in here, Zephyr? I didn't get to actually hear what the sky
said,
did.
I think he
It
said
almost
the
looks like glass
looks like it
just kind of
closed
coming
in.
through.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like there's a dome, a semicircular dome that's enclosed the entire town. It's opaque. It's hard. You can't really see through it. But it's also snowing right now. At this point, you're not sure where the snow's coming from.
It looked like we in what you call one of those snow globe. It looks
Can I
like
make a
we are
history
in a
check?
snow globe.
Yeah.
To see if I know anything about this?
Sure.
Okay, so it rolls a 19 plus 4, which is 23.
All right. Well, you're not familiar with any stories of towns being enclosed in giant domes. It seems novel to your experience.
Okay.
Where do you think the boundary for this is on the outside of the town?
That's a
Is it the
question
whole
you can ask and answer. Go on and
Is it
look.
the whole,
It's
is it the
dark
whole
right now,
town
so-
or is it part of the town?
As far as you can tell, the from where you're standing without exploring around, it looks like it's enclosed the entire town, even down the hill where there's the little mill pond frozen over with kids that were ice skating earlier.
I grab the 2 trees and I drag them behind me.
Okay.
I start walking off to find a direction towards where I assume is the end.
A direction towards where I assume is the end. It is a circle, so there is no beginning and no end. You walk for the rest of the session. Let's everybody just ignore Eric. You walk. It's not far at all to the edge of town. Town here is maybe like 24 buildings. So you walk to the end of the street, and through the dark and the snowfall, you see looming up out of the ground this monstrous glass wall.
I
And
chuck
that
one of the trees at it.
is
All right,
nope,
make a-
nope. You don't. We're gonna take a quick break here. Seems like a really good time to take a break.
It is kind of a good time to take
Glass
a break. I was
wall
wondering
goes up.
where we'd hit a break
Yep.
at this point.
A lot
more or
of
less
us
somewhere around
are
this
desperate
time.
for some little potty time. So
Potty
happy
time.
Winterween, everyone. We will be right back. Okay. Probably like 5. Probably no more than 10 would be a lot, but we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Jinx. That's gonna be the issue with taller ones, and she cannot come down. So we win no matter what we do. Yeah, Jinx, hold on. You're underfoot. I can't feed you if you're underfoot.
Yeah, it's got to be this. Every time. Hmm. What up?
Back.
Welcome back. Sounds like someone else is back.
Yep.
Doing backflips with the headphones.
Trying to find a sturdier stand to put my phone on,
I feel that.
and because I keep having to fix it every time a pet comes over to knocks it over.
I'm back.
How do I get this thing to be more stable?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to jury rig a stand so my phone can be held up because it keeps falling over when someone knocks it, like one of the pets.
Hold on. What
That way
happened?
I'm not.
I was doing a thing. What happened?
There's a way to fold like a index card, but I don't remember it. If you Google it, and if you have an index card, I don't know.
Well, I have phone stands, but the charger and the mic are kind of screwing with that.
Right.
Sadly, I do not have fancy cameras.
And I was talking for at least a half a minute with my mic off. So hi.
I know. I just realized my mic was muted too. I like sassed Eric so bad, and I was wondering if he was just ignoring me. But it turns out he didn't even hear me.
I'm just sitting there like, yeah, just talking about this thing, that thing. I look over, mic's off. Oh, hi, now
Right.
it's on now. This is what people need to hear me for when I talk. It's this whole thing. I was in college for this. Why did I forget to turn my mic on?
Loving
Yeah,
It's not
we actually
successful.
have mics.
So it's not a successful stream or anything if you forget something.
Very true. Very true.
That is true.
Oh my god.
No.
I don't think Bill Hicks is a successful streamer.
Must resist. Okay. Yeah.
Must resist
well,
what?
Is Big here? Oh, Big is here.
Yo,
I think we're still waiting for our DM.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
he'll be back in a second.
We
I
are
do. Whatever
Big-
I did, you can't prove it.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess I won't prove that you asked me for somebody to replace Cubby for your Sunday game and found one then.
Oh, cool.
Who'd you find?
Our
Someone
DM
fancy.
actually, he's interested.
Oh, there you go.
I do have a person that contacted me before that, so I have to double check.
That's okay. Nah,
I
he's
will get back to you.
just like, yeah, sure. If you need somebody, I'd be interested. But you know, it'll be cool.
I will. I'll definitely let you know tomorrow.
Cool. My God. Hear my cat. Meow.
Yeah, I initially tried to hide the vaping in the beginning of the stream, and I was like, you know what? No. I'm just going to
Don't-
keep doing this.
Just
Okay.
do what you gotta do.
And since this mic is a god tier mic and doesn't pick up the vaping sounds too much, I'm really enjoying it.
Holy shit. My mic probably.
Which, by the
picks
way,
it up.
anything that knows not to pick up vaping sounds is what I consider god tier mic.
I agree 100%. I mean, this doesn't have any juice in it. Can you hear this though?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Immediate
A little
whistle.
bit.
Oh, I had a little juice left in it.
Yeah,
Woo!
something in there. Yeah.
Must be the coil.
Clouds,
What was ever
bro.
absorbed in the coil must still be in there.
Did I tell you I used to own a vape shop?
Really?
I did. It was a D&D themed vape shop called Critical Vapors. It was named after Critical Role.
So did you like sell vape supplies and dice, or?
We did have dice, and we had a running game for customers.
That's
And
really
actually,
really cool.
dope.
in the coolest moment of my entire life, I got mentioned on Critical Role in the first season.
That's cool.
That was
Which
you?
episode?
Episode 79, right before they're about to fight Thordak, Taliesin makes a joke about vaping his health potion, and Matt Mercer, I almost said like Matt like I knew him. Matt Mercer turns to the camera.
You could say
He's
Matt,
like,
like,
yeah,
you know.
you can get that at Critical Vapes. And if you listen really quietly, you can hear the sound of squeeing coming from 2 states away. As I'm shrieking inside my vape shop, but I just left closed because I would watch Critical Role there on Thursdays. You says,
Thordak.
Yeah,
Very far
I've
away.
seen that episode, and I know I didn't know that was you. They were talking
that
about.
was my shop. Yeah, that was my
That's
shop
really
in Vancouver.
cool.
Yeah, I've got our logo right here on one of the mods I used to sell. That was my shop. Critical Vapors.
I have that Critical Role clip saved to watch it over and over again.
I actually have that tattooed as a bicep tattoo on my arm. It says "Roll for Initiative" with a D20 on it. Because I want to
Okay.
get something. I want to get something very nerdy and like I wouldn't ever win a fight. As a
How do you want to
bicep
do
tattoo.
this?
That was going to be my other arm, but I've got a whole sleeve going right now. That I can't. I've got a Skyrim sleeve on this arm I'm working on, so I'm not going to mess with it.
I'm pretty ashamed I didn't notice your
Right.
medieval armory back there until about halfway through the session.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is one of the 4
I've-
shields. There's a shield in at least every room. Oh, not every room, but every main room of my house.
I'm trying to figure out what the giant mini on the top shelf is.
Which one? That one?
In the
or
middle
that one?
there. Over. Your
There's
head's
the
blocking it now.
there's the furnace. That's a fireplace there.
No. To your left. In the middle of your top shelf.
To his left. This is
There
Eric, your
are
directions are
two shelves. I'm going to point that
That's
shelf.
okay, because I'm moving my
Nope,
mouse
other.
in the area. Like,
Other
if you guys
shelf.
can see where my mouse pointer is,
Oh,
like,
that
is it there?
that's actually kind of a pseudo dice tower I made out of a tree statue I found in some like beachside shop when I
Unfortunately,
was going
because
antique
of
hunting.
because
'Cause I'm
of
queer as
how
hell.
cams are set up, you guys can't see this armory we're talking about that Sammy has
Oh, no.
here. But
You
Oh,
can
you
see
can
one of
see
the
'em.
swords. You can see one of the
You
swords.
can see the one.
You can see the
one that
crappiest
you-
sword.
hey, real quick, I'm gonna extend his camera out so you can see this.
Oh,
This
cool,
is
yeah,
what we're
no,
talking about here.
Let's just show them all of my house. That's fine.
Now get up and walk around with the camera.
Time
No,
He's
I'm not wearing
got a-
pants.
for cribs.
This is the
Sammy
internet. We don't wear
edition.
pants here.
D&D cribs.
Anyway, last I saw, our
Yeah.
reindeer man
That
was
is-
about to throw a flaming tree at a.
The reindeer man charged off into the darkness carrying a smoldering tree. Yes, correct.
It's not darkness anymore.
I didn't really charge. I kind of walked off.
Walked
If
deliberately.
people wanted to follow me, they could.
That's true, and
Q
no
is,
one did
Q
and
is
didn't.
following because you beat me to the same idea. I want to smash at the glass, so Q is following.
Well, what you guys gotta do is you gotta both like roll athletics check to see who gets there first.
Yeah, I think we should
We're
ask the
not
DM what we
racing
should do.
though.
Well, you don't think you're racing, but maybe somebody else does.
That's how losers talk.
Well, I mean, my speed's 40 feet. I'm assuming his is too.
As barbarians of similar level, I imagine they are.
Yeah.
So, getting back into it, Panzer was at the giant wall with a ram. Did you have anything in mind here? What's your next move?
Besides the brief dick measuring contest between a barbarian.
The other barbarian is probably also right over there with you. Battle axe or something in hand.
Battle axe still in hand, yes.
All right. So, you got your work cut out for you. What are you looking at here? Giant wall of ice or glass or what? And I imagine
I'm sure
you're
she
gonna
would.
have a smash.
So I look at you. You throw this tree, I throw the other tree.
You smash.
Hugh has proficiency in throwing trees, doesn't he? From the gloves. No, he doesn't have
that's-
the gloves.
I can
Oh,
do
no, I don't
it.
have
You
any
might.
What?
I
I
have
would with
18
the
strength. I'm
bracers.
assuming I can still throw the tree.
You can throw a tree.
I have 21 strength. Can I throw a tree?
Yeah, no doubt.
There was that
Throwing
tree that
trees,
fell.
in fact. You're the
There's
only
that.
one who would be proficient in throwing a tree.
There's that tree that fell down in front of the other door. Bring it, gnome. Let's see what you got.
Our drunken gnome, come on.
I walk over to the tree over in front of the door and I pick this thing up, and like you guys are just baffled on seeing this little 3-foot gnome pick up a full-size tree and just chuck it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we can't
It's
see
gonna
the
work.
gnome under the tree. It looks like the tree is just floating on its own.
Trees back to life, everybody get it.
For a long time.
He doesn't have to do a strength check to see if he picks up a tree.
It's got 21 strength. It's a tree. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the gloves.
And I have the gauntlets of woodchuck.
Yeah. We now know
I can,
exactly
I
how
can
much life
throw
he can
I
chuck.
can throw any wooden object as a weapon with proficiency.
That would include trees, as far as I can tell.
And that tree would only do a d6 of damage.
Which doesn't seem
Which is why I
We
love
might
that weird
modify
magic
that.
item.
What in the
So,
hell is
Do you want to
happening?
chuck a tree at the glass wall right now?
Yes.
All right, make an attack roll.
Um,
Proficiency
lower
and-
one.
and
so
whatever.
what am I rolling here?
Call it proficiency and well, it'd be dex as a thrown, but some thrown you can use strength, right?
I can do I guess would it be like an unarmed? Wouldn't it be an unarmed strike?
Improvised weapon.
Well, it's anything you. I mean,
If you're throwing, it's a ranged attack.
D20 plus proficiency plus strength, we'll say. Whatever that would work out to in your macros there.
All right, so a D20 plus proficiency plus strength.
Yep.
that for all of us?
No.
You don't get proficiency. Only he'll get proficiency. You're not proficient in trees, but you can use
25.
20 plus strength.
Nice.
Yeah, strikes home easily. And we'll say we'll up the damage to a D10. Just roll a D10 on that. Add your strength bonus.
There's 15 damage.
Big damage. So those of you, Hugh and Panzer, who are standing closer to the wall, see this thing, this missile flying in from behind you. And it shudders.
The tree is covered in dogs.
What dogs are happening, Eric?
It's Eric's dogs.
The
Eric's
tree's covered in dogs. He's like, there were dogs climbing the tree. He picked them up all at once.
You hit a dog. No. So it flies in and then up against the wall. The snow falls off the decorations. Anything that's still on it comes flying off. But as it falls to the ground, you do hear a slight crack, and you do see in the glass wall. It looks like there's a kind of a chip out of the wall and a small crack. Now, from the damage, it looks like the chip itself in the wall goes in a couple of inches. This must be quite a thick wall, but you have damaged it.
Hey guys, I think if we attack this wall in the process, if we can throw anything else at it, we might be able to keep breaking this wall and destroy it in the process.
Can I do an Arcana check? If this is like a spell that can be dispelled or something like that?
I pointed above me because that's where you are on my Discord. I don't know. You're over there, maybe.
Okay.
Yes, Arcana check from Carmen Dubois.
Nope, sorry, that was, I for some reason rolled acrobatics. I backflipped the truth into being.
You do a backflip first. That's always the first step.
Do a
You don't want
barrel
me
roll.
to. I'm literally wearing a blanket. Arcana is 19.
19, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So, considering the circumstances, you are, first of all, almost certain that this was the result of a spell. What spell that might be, you have no idea. Looking at the material in the wall, the glass that was popped out, it is glass, and it was constructed magically. It was called into being by a spell, but you don't know anything more than that.
Okay, this is not a continuing spell effect I could dispel. This is more like this is an object made physically.
Correct.
By that
Yes,
spell.
this
Okay.
object was created. It exists now. It's a physical object in the world. Can't be dispelled.
Cool. I'm just
So-
gonna start beating on it with my mace.
All right.
Yeah.
As a few of you now begin to meander over toward the wall with the
Here to join in the fun. Let's do this.
mace coming in, or maybe Q standing there with itchy axe fingers, Panzer tree in hand, waiting to see what happens. All of you begin to suffer the earth shaking and almost lose your feet. Maybe some of you do. It's not really critical whether you do or not. And you feel this shaking motion. And in fact, as it's being shaken, the snow seems to intensify. It lasts maybe 20 seconds or so, a little bit longer than is comfortable. But then the rumbling, the rattling, and the rocking and rolling comes to an end. Everybody gets their bearings again.
I hurl the
Wonder-
tree into the crack.
I'm gonna
Hurl the
check-
tree. All right.
I'm gonna check
23.
down behind me and see if everyone's okay. Like if there's anybody injured by this sudden earthquake.
Yeah,
Looking
I
behind
mean, I probably didn't go over to the wall yet. I'm probably trying to help all the town folk from
All right.
decoration assault.
Yeah, I'm with Bandry.
All right. There's a tree in flight. I'll just let Panzer resolve that. Make a strength check is basically what it is.
23.
D20 plus strength. 23, you said? Yeah. Big tree-sized hit. Roll a D10 plus strength.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's a file. Roll that. 12.
All right. So you've taken another good-sized chunk out of this wall. and managed to hit pretty much where Nakmir threw his tree. So looks like you're starting to gouge out a little bit of a hole here. And in the meantime, Fandry, Lynx, and some other folks are taking a look around at the townsfolk. Now, doesn't look like any of the buildings suffered any damage in the earthquake, as it were. But some of the people seem a little comfortable. It looks like maybe some stuff, unsecured items have begun tumbling around, and people are once again uncertain. After the brief respite awarded by the end of the attack of the Winterween decorations, they are once again in fear. Most people have left their house at this point and are gathering in the street. The population of the town is probably about 30 people. So the most of the 40 or 50 maybe. Most of the people are beginning to coalesce around the tavern where Walda's come out, and she's still clutching one jug of steaming mulled wine, which she's begun to pass out like a relief station after a hurricane. And everybody else is coming together, and they're kind of starting to do a little head count. They're starting to see if anybody's missing. So far, it doesn't look like anybody's actually died. But
do we recognize anyone? Or does anyone recognize, like, anyone that we would know?
Well, there are quite a few people that you know. I mean, Bruce the blacksmith, Walda the innkeeper, people like that. You know most of the people in this town. You spent some time here, so you're familiar with a lot of them.
I think, like, I would start going up to some of the people I know and just make sure they're okay.
Yeah, check on old Mal at the edge of town, like that kind of thing, like checking in with your.
Yeah. I think if people come to us more so than anything, I wouldn't want to wander too far from Fandry in that.
Well, Fandry's probably right there with you, so.
Yeah, especially with my not being able to see beyond 10 feet. I wouldn't want to go too far from where she is.
Yeah. All right.
I'll contact to Bruce the blacksmith and make sure the forge is not busted or it's running okay.
He's right now just at the edge of the woods shoveling up coals, which have come tumbling out of the forge here. But otherwise, it seems like everything's still in place. I mean, he's just got stone kind of pit here, a forge. It's not really in danger of tumbling down. Is it where it's just got a little bit of a loose coal action going on right now, and he's got a stone floor, as blacksmiths are wont to do, or dirt floor if you prefer. But he's working on collecting things like that. He's kicked a few of his wares that have fallen down out of the way. I mean, he's a small town blacksmith. He doesn't do like weapons and armor and stuff like that generally. So he's got like utilitarian, type stuff. And of course, outside in front of his place is where they were selling the ice skates. He makes little runners for the ice skates. So those have tumbled down a little bit.
Oh, so
but everything
when you mean going to get married, huh?
Well, if we end up trapped in here.
Don't you start. I'll keep your forge warm. Don't you worry now.
I thought that was Walda. Are you talking to Bruce? When are you going to get paid to Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh. Apparently his standards are not super high. He'll just marry anybody, huh?
I'm
No.
I'll
marry a blacksmith because it works for his religion.
Sorry to say. No, you've been a good friend these years, but I don't think our relationship needs to go to the next level.
See you again. You change your mind. Don't you worry now.
You do have a way about you, I'll say.
I'll see you walking.
You are quite
also, I don't know where his accent went, but I changed accents midway through that. Sorry.
I changed accents midway through, I think.
You changed people midway through.
Well, I thought you were trying to marry Walda, not everybody.
That's just two people.
Okay, just the two. The only two people I've given a name to so far, but yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, old Mal at the edge of town. There's old Mal out there. She's a lady. She's a widow.
Old Mal's married to the sea. different.
Or something.
Even though we are definitely in a landlocked country.
See, maybe a few miles, but probably a little bit more. Cajuns are never that far from the sea. It's in their blood. Or at least the swamp water is. I don't know. It's brackish.
It's like DC, you know, it's like DC, it's just a bit thicker.
Anyway.
Like Bruce is.
Is it safe to assume that the party over at the wall is going to carry on with bludgeoning and hacking?
Q's definitely going to take a swing. The story moved away from us for a minute.
It did. Yeah. Feel free to take a big ol' swing.
With the Berserker Battle Axe, 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. We are piling up damage. You start to get some real progress in here. Probably the best tool for the job so far as 2 pine trees and a battle axe go. Battle axe might win. So your first swing takes out a big chunk. And, if you reel back, throw a couple more in there, you can see yourself making some serious progress. Now, we don't necessarily have to roll all that. The wall's not going anywhere. So if you want to keep hacking at it with the advice and assistance of your allies here with you, just say the word.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Hugh's going to keep slashing at it until someone calmer tells him to, come on, buddy.
All right. So he's hacking away, and he's digging a trench in the side of this glass thing here. It's almost a foot deep right now. You can.
So who's not a barbarian that's not taking care of the injured?
Injuries appear to be minor around town. You see people coming out of their houses. It looks like some of them have, like a few minor cuts and bruises. It looks like maybe they've got some bruising on their neck, and they threw some garlands out in the snow. Maybe the garland got to them, but it doesn't look like anybody's taken any serious harm.
So when he swings the battle axe in, I'm going to take my warhammer and smack it into the axe.
Ah, okay.
Try and get it deeper.
Yeah. So
Assuming
kind
two
of
magical weapons.
Operation, one swing, second swing. And you guys are making relatively rapid progress through there.
So if we've got everybody in the town pretty much taken care of, I guess I will go woof, woof, woof. No, I'm going to walk over to where all this is happening over at the glass. And so what are you guys doing over here? Is this really the best use of the time?
I don't see why not.
Who's still trying to break glass over here?
Hugh and Panther are going at it.
Hugh?
Yeah, both the barbarians.
Are you guys like next to each other?
Yes. He swings his axe and I swing my
Fanny,
hammer in.
Yeah.
Bandry comes up behind both of you and uses both hands to pinch both of you on the butt.
You hear from very far away, hey, consent is important.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a
What
sexual harassment lawsuit against me. Hey, I
Did you
figured
feel
that was
something, Hugh?
What do you do? I'm looking at her. What do you do?
Pinch, pinch. What do you do?
I pinch her on the fanny.
She slaps you in the face.
No, Alexander.
Excuse me. Yeah, Alexander slaps you in the face. What do you think you're doing?
The
try and
problem
use
is they
it.
live in a consequence-free environment.
So,
We're trying to get through this.
But why? The party's over there. Why am I German
Party?
now? God.
You have a bomb in your name. You should be way more German than French. Just saying.
I mean, if you are French Swiss, you should be more German than French. So
Are you going? Yeah, are you going Swiss here? What are you?
Just do the Highlander accent where it doesn't matter.
Hey, for American audience, it just has to sound European.
Yeah.
Just has to
There can
sound.
only be
Other
one.
people do.
Just mash up all the accents you can think of. That's how I do it.
It just has to sound not like this or not like this.
Those are the two American accents.
No, so.
You got my attention with party. He was
But,
like, party?
Well, yes.
Oh, I could do a couple, but I'm not coming.
It's not so
Granted.
much a party as shivering, terrified town people over here.
Granted, most of my decorations apparently did, not play nice, but we do still have the party.
Did you buy the decoration, or did you buy this deck where you bought those decorations?
I do not go out and buy my own decorations.
Of course, also
So
everyone's decorations attacked, not just ours.
Well,
So
we're not
this-
talking
this-
to everyone. We're talking to her.
Yes, well, you know, my
we could definitely
decorations
blame
were
her
not
for
the
this.
only ones.
I mean, you can blame anybody you want.
Look around.
Well, you got us in this town into this mess. You figure it out, Fandry.
I got us into this town. I do
They
recall
were
that
your
we
decorations.
always hung out at this town. I did not decorate this entire town. I only decorated our inn for the beautiful party I had planned. But no, now all the decorations in the
Earthquake
town.
strikes again! It ends also quite quickly.
Panzer, you should
Most people were
really
outside this time. Some
watch
people
your
fall to the ground.
diet. Well, whatever did this, is it not in the town, or you think it's outside the town?
I think we have to try and figure out how to get this glass out from around the town.
I don't know if you've ever seen glass
That's what
break
he was
before,
doing.
but when glass break, glass shatters, and there are so many people in the town square still.
You can see them chipping away a sizable crevasse here, and the glass seems quite thick. They're at least 2 feet in by the time you get over there and pinch them. It doesn't appear to
2
have,
feet
cracked
in
or,
and they're not
run
through it?
upside.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's
Uh,
quite thick.
This is probably, I guess, not gonna crack and break all over the town then.
I started asking the townspeople if anyone strange has come to town recently, or if they
Yeah.
know of any kind of issues. Did they piss off any wizards who happen to live just outside of town?
You mean other than us?
We don't even
Apparently-
have a wizard.
Hey, Walden
No,
knows
I mean-
who I am. We're good. Walden and Bruce both know me real well.
Walda seems like the most likely person to see strangers passing through, and you ask her. She says, "Well, there have been a few travelers, not many in the winter, of course. The roads are quite bad, and there's not much trade out of the village when the snows come. But no one comes to mind. I don't know that anyone stuck out to me. Seems curious, but nobody I can think of."
You did your best. I thank you for what you know. Make sure these people get fed and warm as best you can. Bruce, make sure they get around the fire at some point in the forge. Keep them from freezing.
The fire in the tavern's still going, and actually with the coals out of the way, Bruce has gone across the street, and it looks like he's got a few planks in arm. There's a smashed up window and a door on the floor in the tavern, but otherwise people are starting to gather in there, and it looks like he means to nail that place up a bit to keep out some cold and potentially also fortify it against future attack if that's something to be afraid of. But it looks like he's begun a project there. To that.
Perfect. You can definitely do that job for us.
Hugh,
Who was the person who was on the outskirts of town?
old male.
Old Mel. Do we know anything about that person?
You
The
do
one
know
person
old
you have
Mel.
to hit on.
She's an old widow, I should say. She lives just at the edge of town, just the other side of the icy pond at the bottom of the hill. Looking across the town, it's a little dark, but you think that the dome encloses her as well. It looks like her little cottage would be inside the dome if you were to trudge over there through the snow.
I'll tell people and see if they want to come with me.
A few folks get together.
I meant the party.
You stopped me from making up 2 more names. You should have let me go.
It's
Time
okay.
to storm Mal's place, I guess. Get the pitchforks and the torches.
I just didn't want to split the party and not tell you where I was going, so we got separated and I had to deal with battle all by myself. I've played D&D.
Let's see if we can get our 2 guys hacking away with this wall here to.
Well, I assume we're walking back towards town because of Fandry.
Yeah, I think I got them to
we-
stop for now and pay attention.
Wait, the gnome was with us.
I don't know what happened to Gnome. He might be drunk.
Heckmere was up there.
I'm not drunk at the moment. Last thing I was at was I was over by the wall. So I threw the tree at the wall.
Well, Fandry's gonna link arms with Lynx and rest a head on his shoulder and walk together with him like they're old buddies. Old sweet buddies. We are old buddies. Well, Lynx and I actually have some backstory. We're older buddies than everybody else.
Oh.
We were children together. Then, classic. I'm an heiress and I can't hang out with the quote-unquote stable boy anymore. Barn cat, so to speak.
Barn cat.
Nice.
So you're crossing town?
Yeah, we'll go with Mr. I want to marry everybody over here.
Okay. Strap on some ice skates, cross the pond. Or just go around. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, would that be faster to stop, put on ice skates, and go across the pond than just go around it?
I mean, it might be worth it just for the visual of a half-orc, holding a battle axe, skating across a pond.
At the very
Or a
least,
half-orc
walking down the
holding
hill
a
to the pond. Come on, guys.
I look down to the gnome. Nakamir, you want to ride?
You sure you want to
Yeah.
be on a bunch of ice when the world would be shaking this much?
Not really, but yeah, I'll take that ride.
Yeah, maybe we go around.
Well, when you put it that way.
I pick him up and put him up on my shoulders near my antlers.
All right, party making its way around. There's a small mill right by a mill run that leads past this pond, the pond where everybody was skating. You go through the snow. There's a path, but it's only a little bit worn through the snow. It doesn't look like it gets used every day. So the snow is still a little built up here, and you're stomping through. And in fact, you do find that the small cottage of Old Mal is within the dome, and there's smoke rising from the chimney. It looks like the door is closed, the windows, the shutters are closed, but trudging up, give it a quick rap on the door.
Oh, Mel, you'll be home? It just does, don't you worry. It's the bonus ducks.
Mine. Do me a favor and just open the door for me there. I'm a bit out of sorts. I can't quite get there.
Fall down?
It's just a little.
It's like I'm talking to a little kid.
Like
Did
the
you
latch
fall
on.
down?
Is it
If
unlocked for us, or?
Yeah, it's just like you can just kind of push it open. It's got a little latch, but it doesn't lock.
Flick the latch, pull up, push open.
Yeah. And she does appear to have taken a little spill, and is down on her floor on the other side of the room. But looks like maybe a teapot that was boiling over the fire had spilled, and it's the cottage floor is covered in herby beverage. But otherwise, she seems to be okay.
She's okay? Like not scalded by the boiling hot tea that fell?
It has not
good.
fallen on her.
Did you say she's on the floor still?
She is laying on the floor. She's kind of propped herself up against the far wall, and she's just sitting there.
Hugh's gonna pick her up and try to be nice, but not so gently, and put her on a chair.
You hear like her spine just crack a little bit. I feel 10 years younger. But you prop her up in the chair and says, "Oh, what's been going on around here? I just don't know what's happening. I heard commotion and then a sound like thunder. Do you know what's befallen us?
Seems Winterween decorations have begun to attack us.
Looking around her cabin, it doesn't look like she's decorated for the Winterween, potentially saving her life.
Can I
Woman after my own
can
heart.
I insight check her
Yeah, go ahead.
just to make sure that she might not be hiding something? I think that is 3 plus 7 is a 10.
Yeah, she seems to be above board here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just glad this all happened while you were in town. I don't know what we'd do if we were to fall into hard times like this without heroes like you around. Just see that you help sort us out, whatever's happened here.
Don't
Most
we
of town-
always?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just said, don't we always? And then gonna be like, what do you say, guys? One more adventure?
Where?
Do we ever know where?
She has no idea where to go.
What's
Well,
your
we-
version of say
That
less?
makes 8 of us.
I look at Carmine. Hugh and I put a 2-foot dent into that wall. We could keep attacking it. While you guys try and figure out what's going on.
That's true. Didn't the earthquake keep happening while you were doing the damage to the wall?
No,
it did happen
what
twice
happened?
while they were doing it, but it didn't seem to correlate exactly to when they began or stopped. It seemed like
Okay.
it just kind of happened.
Wait, did you say she didn't decorate?
That's correct.
Old Mal, where are your
Yeah.
Winterween decorations?
Oh, ever since my grandson moved away, I've had nobody to put up the decorations for.
How long ago did he move away?
About 2 winters ago now.
Do you want me to put up the decorations for you?
Sure. I haven't. She doesn't have a box of them. I mean, it's not like a person in the attic. They go out and they make these things, so she doesn't have any. But if you want to get some and put some up, then that'd be fine.
Maybe not right now, since the last time they came to life and attacked everyone.
Exactly. I was just putting it in chat.
Just like a heads up.
The decorations is
on that.
attacked. Would you like us to put them up for you?
Yeah, that was my.
Oh, Mel might not know that the decorations attacked. She heard a terrible noise and felt a couple of earthquakes, but she
Yeah,
didn't
no, but
see
we
it.
did. I don't. That's why I'm reminding me of.
I'm gonna do a perception and see if I can see anything in the house that would be, I guess, 16. Probably not.
Looking around, you don't see much. She's just got her supplies here, you know. A few household items, but not much going on around here.
I'm out of questions. Who's got a good question for her?
Do you
Let's have
want
a-
me to put the kettle back on? I can melt down a little bit more snow and we can get some tea going if you've got
I
no
will-
place to be.
Let me go get you that snow. I'm gonna get you tea. You sit and you rest. It's not gonna happen. Hold on. I'll go outside and collect snow to maybe you guys can talk to him about furthering the plot while I go do this.
So you said your grandson moved
I
away
don't know anything about
2
it.
years ago. Who was he?
His name was Sketty Brown.
And you live out here by
Great
yourself?
name.
I do.
How do you get food and water?
Oh, well, they bring me supplies every few days, and I like to, I don't eat much.
I mean, don't we know this lady? Is she really a suspect?
Yeah, you do know her. She's lived in this town as long as you've known this town.
That's what I've been saying
How-
for a while.
Yeah,
Are you the
probably met
oldest
her
member of this town?
How do we know that the attacks are coming from outside? Maybe they are in here in the city. Or in the town. This is no city. Trust me. I know city, and this is no city.
I look at old Mel. Are you the oldest member of this town?
You should know that.
I do. I think I'm as old as they come around here.
Have you ever heard of strange stories
Well,
happening around Winterween?
there's the story I always used to tell my grandson.
What's
just
that?
to make him behave, around the holidays. It's well, the Witch of the Winterween.
The Witch of the Winterween?
Ah, old Hulda. Yes, the Ice Queen. She well, she comes around at around the winter solstice, looking for her firewood, and when folks don't put up their decorations and don't give presents to their neighbors, well then she gets them. But that's just a story we would tell the kids back when I was a little girl. I don't know anything about anything like that ever really happening. And besides, this whole town celebrates the holiday like nobody else. We love Winterween. They put up decorations on every house. I can't believe it would be just me.
Well, seeing as your house is the only one undecorated and the decorations aren't moving, I'll put them up for you. I go out and put out decorations for
Okay.
our house.
I feel like we just got done talking about how the decorations came alive and hurt people, and he went out to go get more. I think that boy touched.
Well, I come back in after decorating.
You hear, as you're outside decorating, you hear a call from up the hill. Hey! Moose!
Who's saying
It's,
moose?
The village. Thorpe.
I lean out. That is unhelpful and stereotyping. This is a reindeer person.
Hey! Come up here and take a look at this!
Alright, so Panzer shouts back, "The name's Panzer," and I run up there.
Sorry!
I run up there jingling, like sleigh bells.
Jingle all the
And I'm
way.
kind of like bouncing along on his back.
Yeah, still up there.
That's right, you're still on his back.
He was helping decorate on the high places I couldn't reach. He climbed up my antlers.
So, it looks like, one of the young men who earlier Fandrew spotted with a woodsman's axe, trying to fell one of these animated trees. It looks like a few of them have gathered over by the hole that you started to put in the glass wall, and they've had a crack at it. And as you get closer, he's like, come here and take a look at this. You gotta see what we're seeing here.
Hugh! I yelled down. I let out a bellow. Like a big old reindeer bellow.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
I've heard them. They sound very close to that. Imagine you got a camel wasted. Sounds like a reindeer.
Reindeer and camel do
at the-
actually sound a lot alike. You're not wrong.
They do.
Now
They
that I
do.
think about it.
They
As you
sound
get up there-
upset generally.
However
If you
accurate
get
the sound,
there,
he's on his way.
Well, I almost
You
said
start-
Driz. Fandry grabs Lynx by the hand and pulls him over to what these guys are talking about.
all the
Matt,
way
come
back.
here, we're going.
Pull him all the way back up the hill. I'm sure he can walk himself. But yeah, you
I'm not-
get up there, and
More
Thorpe,
like a
who
friendly
had called over.
handhold.
I mean, Panzer gets up there first. Hugh bobbing along behind, knocked me up in Panzer's antlers. Thorpe there, he's holding his axe, but he hands it off to a friend, and he looks to you, and then he just kind of like puts his arms up on the glass, and he slides out. It looks like they've finished the hole, and he slides out past where you can see, down through the glass. Getting up there to take a look, you look down. It looks like the glass is about 3 feet thick or so. It looks like there's snow that's, fallen down into the chasm. And on the far side, down about maybe 6 feet below ground level, first thing you see is, of course, the outside of the village isn't there on the other side of the glass. In fact, the fellow, Thorpe, is standing on what looks like a wood floor, maybe, looking back up through the hole at you. And looking around, he says, "You've really got to see this."
Is the hole big enough for me to get through?
It's be a squeeze, but you can probably get down there.
I smash it, trying to widen it out a little
Well, before you do that, I mean,
It seemed like it worked.
never
Thorpe
mind.
is standing
Do it.
outside the glass dome right now, and he's saying, "Come on down here."
So I stick my head through with a Nakamir on it, and I climb through because the party's coming.
The party's on its way up the hill. They're catching up to you. Hugh's right behind you, watching your butt wriggle down this hole. You pop out at the bottom. There's the hole through the glass, and then there's a small drop, and then you land on a solid wooden floor, which is curious. But then you look around. There's another glass dome just in front of you on a small wooden pedestal. Your town is on a small wooden pedestal encased in a dome. You look to your right, out over a room at a giant scale, beyond anything you would have seen in your travels, anything related to even the biggest giants wouldn't live in a castle this size. This is monstrous. You are the equivalent of a thumb here, and you're standing on a shelf of snow globes.
Someone done stole our town. Nakamir, what do you make of this?
You're hundreds of feet up in the air if you were to go and look over the edge of the shelf, hundreds of feet by your scale. At the center of this room, first of all, its walls, including the wall to the other side of you, on the other side of this shelf, its walls are ice. And in the center of the room is a towering, massive Winterween tree, decorated, just like any you've seen before. There are presents under it. The whole room appears to be lined in shelves. Many of them are covered in snow globes, just like this one.
Wait, hang on a second. I'm a little confused. So he climbs out of the hole and is still the same size, and all of a sudden the town's like a size of a snow globe?
The town is in a tiny snow globe in a giant castle, correct, yes.
So he climbs out of the hole as a tiny person inside this tiny snow globe and is now a regular sized person?
Absolutely,
I'm
he's
still
a tiny person.
Everybody talking.
We're all tiny.
Oh, so
Everything
we're...
Nobody's changing sides.
Okay, and that's why the castle seems so big. I gotcha.
The castle is gigantic because you are tiny people on a shelf.
I got it.
We're Indians in a cupboard.
Yeah, it's
Doing
smaller
fine.
than that.
Go
But
with
yeah.
that description. You go visit another
Nakamir.
town. Who wants to whack another snow globe?
I say, is the whole party out now?
The whole party would have gotten up to the hole. Probably only you and Nakamir have gone through so far, but anybody's welcome to pop out.
I'll take a look.
You naturally would have gone right in, so
All right, yeah, Hugh dives in head first. Comes sliding at the bottom, hits the ground. And yeah,
So there's 3 of us out here.
I'll
correct.
follow you.
I'll slide through.
I look at Lynx. Should we go through or should we stay here and protect the people?
The idea of you describing this to Lynx is really funny to me. You can see 10 feet in front of him, and that's
Trying to
it.
explain to Lynx what's
He's
happening.
like, hey, guess what?
Well, Lynx
We're the
can
size of a
see
giant's thumb, and everything
Lynx
is
can see
huge.
within 10 feet.
Yeah,
despite being
and he's
blind.
See,
yeah,
Ah.
he can sense. He can sense within 10 feet.
and sense people, and
Oh,
things like that.
hold on.
Well, he could have sensed outside the wall if it's only 3 feet thick.
Right?
Sensed outside the wall for what? There's nothing.
I
in your-
almost told you to wait, but I didn't want to metagame, so I was like, never mind, I'll let it go.
So within 10 feet, I can see anything that isn't behind total cover.
The wall would be total cover until it got a hole smashed in it.
Yeah. Like
Anyway,
I
I
had
can
him.
also see
those
invisible
still in the
creatures
globe
in
are
that
going to hear
range.
You thump on the side of the globe.
Your globe or the neighboring globe?
Our globe.
You give it a thunk, and anybody still inside can hear it, and it reverberates a little bit more loudly than.
I guess this
you'd
is why I
expect.
was so confused about the size thing. So you come out and you're tiny, and what is the globe like? Really, really big? Like
Because we're tiny.
Yeah,
the globe
so
looks
the
like there's
globe
more
is
room
really
on the
big?
inside than the outside. It's fucking magic, okay? Get over
It's a TARDIS. It's a TARDIS.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't watch Doctor
Would you
Who, but
calm down there?
You recognize it, though.
confused.
The town's in a fucking snow globe, and you're all tiny, and you're on a shelf.
See,
That's
I'm
the
picturing
scenario.
like a normal sized snow globe. We're really tiny. Never mind.
If you pictured a
Ignore.
normal-sized snow globe, then you'd be like the size of a pinky nail or something.
Yeah.
We're
So
super
dragons
tiny.
are real.
You're really friggin' tiny, and you're on a shelf covered in snow globes, okay?
Lynx. Shall we
Also,
go
I
through?
walk towards the next snow globe.
I
Okay.
let Lynx see the
You
hole and
you can
ask her
see
if we should
inside.
go
It's a
through.
little bit higher up, but it looks like
Or
from
not.
outside. Sorry, he said something, and I'm replying to it. You started to talk at the same time as me.
No, my thing I said like way before though.
What would
It's
you like?
not Christmas if mom
trying
and
to
dad aren't
figure
fighting.
out if Lynx. I was trying to talk to Lynx and see if we were going through, and then everybody just barreled on while he was looking
Okay.
something up.
Yeah, I think we should go through.
Okay.
Can I say you should go through?
Then
I'll
we
go
go
before
through.
Lynx does, so I can lead him out the other side.
Well, yeah, I'm there too.
Okay, so Panzer probably has the best view, except maybe Nakmir if he's still up in the antlers. It is a little bit up to see into the next snow globe, but from the outside you can see in much more easily than you can see out from inside. So from inside, the globe appears almost fully opaque, as it were. But from outside, you can see into your town, which, looks a little smaller now that you're on the outside, because magic and things don't make sense. It doesn't matter. And in the neighboring globe, you can actually see another small town. This one also seemingly decorated for Winterween. This one, it looks like slightly different than yours. Nakmir might recognize some of the architecture. It looks like a small gnomish village. And a lot of the housing is burrow-based, but there's some architecture above ground and a few machinations about in town, the steamworks and things like that that hint that these are gnomes of slightly advanced technology. And as you're peering in there, you see somebody walk up to the glass inside that globe. They are about 2.5, 3 feet tall. They're wearing red and green stockings and a long cap like this, a little green tunic, and they peer out the glass, almost trying to see out, but having a very difficult time. This tiny Christmas Winterween gnome. Eric, you said, Panzer, you were tapping on this?
I walk
would
up
tap-
to it,
oh.
and I'm talking to Nakamir.
Okay.
And I ask, oop, crap, camera took a spill.
Nakmir might be at almost eye level of this other gnome, but he doesn't appear to be able to see you guys.
Honestly, your
clearly.
camera freezes so much it's impossible to tell that it took a spell.
Yeah, it actually covered for you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you think we should? Do you think we should knock and try and break through this globe?
Maybe they know how to open it.
Isn't someone
They look-
I don't know if we want to break the globe.
Yeah.
The gnome peers even harder. Kind of calls
I
somebody.
knock on the glass.
Let me
No,
see what
but-
kind of spells I have. Ah, shoot! I
And then
thought
the
I
gnome
took.
holds up a finger and runs away. You can see him, he kind of turns the corner
Okay,
into town.
I use. How's that spell message work again?
You send a short message to someone you know?
So I couldn't try to message these people inside the globe because I don't know them?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind then.
A few minutes later, short minutes, a minute, coming around the base, the circular base of the globe are 3 gnomes, dressed as they were before in red and green stockings and long red caps. And they pop around the side, cautiously at first, but ready to engage. And they say, newcomers, you just arrived, have you?
Can we hear them through this 3-foot glass?
They're outside the glass. They came outside the glass. They're outside now. They
Oh.
walked around the outside. It looks like they exited their own globe somewhere else and came around to you.
Oh, they know how to open it. That's good.
How'd you get out of your globe?
Well, we are gem cutters by trade, and cutting glass is not that dissimilar. We fashioned ourselves a door, placed some hidden hinges so the Winter Queen wouldn't notice, and we've since been able to come and go as we please, but we're trapped here.
Who is this entity you referenced, the Winter Queen?
The
Say
witch, the hag, the one who took us, the monster. She's the one who controls this castle. It's her lair. We and all of us here, they gesture around to what must be dozens, if not hundreds, of other snow globes. We're all trapped here.
And where was your town originally?
Oh, well, Distant Isle. You may not be familiar.
I'm gonna guess real far north.
Lantern. But we are, we've been here for quite some time. It's hard to tell. Time doesn't seem to pass normally inside the globe as it does outside. But
where do we find this Winter Queen?
Well, she's here. She was only just recently, I imagine, depositing you. But she comes and goes, and we've tried to establish a pattern and keep tabs on her. We've sent out an expedition before. They never came back. It's been a long time since we've seen anyone break out of their own globe, and I mean, you've only just arrived here, and well, she'll see that gash in the side, and I'm afraid if she comes back, you won't have much time. You'll have to make an escape, and perhaps find a way to free the rest of us. We have something that can help you. Our last expedition went out equipped in a flying machine, which they used to navigate this gigantic castle. It never came back, but we built another. We were just afraid to send it out because we'd lose it again. But you seem capable and big. Perhaps if we were to send you out, then you could use it to find out how to save us.
Yes,
Yeah, that tracks.
we would appreciate that. Anything you could do to help us, as we do intend to find out how to get our own town back, and if that helps free all of these towns, then that is our intent.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
You mentioned Winterween, and that this is the Witch of the Winter, or Witch Queen. Why did she take your town?
Well, the town is decorated for Winterween. It happened. It happened on the night of the Winterween Festival, and I mean, we don't know, but she appears to have taken all of these towns in the midst of their Winterween festivals. If you look, there's many more strange towns, things that I can't even.
Have any others other than you and us broken out?
Some do, but when she discovers that they've escaped or have the means to, well, I don't know where they go, but she takes them away.
I see.
I'm afraid if she sees the hole you've put in the side of yours, she'll certainly dispose of your whole town, but you have some time, I would expect. She doesn't spend much time in this room. This one is more for the maiden.
The maiden?
Who now?
Yeah, let's get follow up on that one.
It seems like that's the person that the witch is doing this for.
while these guys are talking, I'm going to call Alexander to me.
Okay, he slides out the hole.
Does he? Because, I mean, those guys barely fit through the hole.
Yeah, he bashes open a few more shards and fits out, yeah.
Okay. And
He's
then
not
I
much
also,
bigger than me.
Yeah.
while I have a second here, I would like... Actually, no, keep going. I gotta figure out what spell I
You have
want
a
to store
second
on
hand,
him.
no, his next position.
I want to store a spell on him, but I realized that... I thought
That you can
I
do
knew
that
what...
at any moment.
Yeah, I thought I knew what spell I wanted to store, but now I'm second guessing that. So
Let's all stop and wait while Melissa thinks
no,
about it.
So
you
while
can keep talking. Just
while you think about that, Melissa,
before action
I'll talk to the
happens.
gnomes. You're gem cutters by trade, right?
He is, yeah. Lenses,
Could you-
gems, anything like that, glass.
And you have this flying apparatus for us. Do you have any type of
We constructed it, yes.
Do you have any type of healing that we could use, like potions or stuff?
I'm afraid that's... I mean, maybe there's something, but we've been here so long and we don't really have the ingredients.
I just
Okay,
really
that's-
slowly look over at him.
I do have an
Not even
herbalism
here.
kit and proficiency. I could make a healing potion.
I'm also a little cleric.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to
he-
burn through your spells.
he
Well,
has
trust me,
heals, and I have
I'm doing
heals.
just fine on the spells.
Okay.
Let us-
Second,
Hmm.
your gem cutters. Can you
Yeah.
disguise our hole for us?
Oh, well, we might be able to do something. We could use a little minor magic, if that's not too much. Smooth out the edges and throw a little illusion over it. It wouldn't fool her for long, but it would probably be enough if you were to help us and perhaps deal with her. I don't know what. I mean, you haven't seen her yet. This castle is
No, I haven't.
for her. Her and the Snow Maiden, and I mean, they're all so big. You'll have to find a way to restore your size or make it comparable to theirs. But if you were to find a way to defeat the witch and free the towns, then anything we can give you is too little.
Well, I don't want you guys to get in trouble, but if you can buy us time so our town doesn't get destroyed, as you put it,
We can.
we'll
we
go
can
out
do
and try to deal with the Winterween witch.
We can do that. So, follow me. I'll show you something. And he leads you around the outside circle here to a spot just around, basically directly in the back of his own snow globe, and he taps on the wall, and a huge cylinder just kind of like slides, not slides, but like opens here. It looks like there's a hidden hinges on the inside in the glass, and it just opens perfectly cut to fit back in almost seamlessly. And the thing is huge. The hole is very big. You could drive a wagon through here, or, as it were,
Flying machine.
an airship.
Oh, a full ship.
He calls up to another gnome, and they begin to scurry around in their town here just very quickly, and it looks like they have kept it camouflaged for some time, and the balloon is not inflated, but they, in a matter of minutes, assemble what looks like a long sort of a keel boat. It's not got like decks or anything like that. It looks like a giant rowboat with a huge balloon on top.
Perfect.
And it's got kind of a fan or a propeller on the back that seems to push it, and there's a steam engine in the back of the thing that appears to power it. Now, the thing slowly inflating. It looks like it's being inflated with some sort of gas. It's not hot air. It's a gas that none of you would have any reason to know what helium is, and the gnomes probably call it something else too. But that's basically what it is. And you can share Winter 3 just to give him an idea of what this looks like here, Melissa.
Wait, number 3?
3.
Winter
happened to
3
2?
arriving.
They're not in any. They're not
Alright.
in sequential order. Don't worry about it.
Here you go. Here's 3.
That's
By
3.
the way, I put a level 2 cure light wounds? Cure wounds?
Okay.
Yeah. I put a first level cure wounds on my shield guardian.
On your big man.
Yeah.
So Alexander has a cure wounds spell he can unleash whenever he needs to.
Sweet.
The major difference from the picture is that it has sleigh runners on the bottom. And so they push it out across the snow, which is blanketing their town, as it is most other towns here. Even though anybody who's familiar with the latitude of the Isle of Lantern knows it doesn't get snow, not important. It's in a snow globe, so it gets snow.
Whatever, nerd.
Right? They push this thing out, and the balloon fits out through the hole, and then remains fully inflated there. The steam engine appears to be coal-fired. There's some coal in the back of this thing, which is also apparently used for ballast. But either way, they get this thing and they're holding it by some ropes. It appears to be ready to go up. They say, well, our previous expedition never returned. We don't know where they went. We don't know what lies beyond this room, even. But if you find your way through the castle, find a way to stop this, then we and all of these people, I'm sure, would be forever in your debt. Please, do what you can, and do it quickly.
Now, before we take our leave, you mentioned a maiden. Is she evil like the witch?
No, maiden. She only appears on the morning of Winterween. That's who the presents there are for. It's Winterween Eve, we'll say. So tomorrow morning is when she'd show up. She often spends the day here on that holiday. It's really the only way we have to mark the passage of the years in this place. But she's never done anything to harm us. She looks, she opens her gifts, she goes back to where she came from. She's the only one we've ever seen the witch treat with any kindness.
All right. Thanks for that tidbit of information. Now, anyone know how to pilot one of these?
Oh well, all you have to do is steer this thing. It appears to be like some kind of steam, not cannon, but steam rudder blowing things up in the back, which can cause rapid maneuvers. Or there's general just wingy control surfaces that can turn it more generally and slowly, which you'd pull with ropes. So it would take a couple of people to pilot the thing, but it seems pretty straightforward. They say, well, the only way to lose altitude is to release gas. There's a valve. There's a ladder that goes up to the top of the thing. There's a valve on the gas which you can use to lower the ship, and you throw ballast to raise the ship back up. If it runs out of gas, you're out of the flying gas. You're out of luck.
That makes sense.
You mentioned before that we would need to gain back our normal size or become our size. Any idea on what may help us to do that?
The witch herself has the power to change her size. Whether that's an innate ability or something that she has brewed up, or magic that she has gotten from somewhere, we don't know. But perhaps you can find something in the castle that would assist you in that same vein.
Well, I feel the time is of the essence now. Half hour left in the stream. So
Right.
why don't we jump on this airship and go puttering about?
All right, let's do it.
I look at Hugh. This ship goes floating in the sky, Hugh. We don't need water.
No, it doesn't.
Let's make sure Hugh is in the middle of the ship when it takes off.
You all climb aboard and the notice release the ropes.
I volunteer to be a coal shoveler if we need it.
Yeah, you'll need to keep boiler pressure up. That means keeping the fire stoked, and that means throwing some coal in there.
Are you kidding me?
I'll get
This
on the
is just
rudder.
a magic airship.
It's magic snow globes in a perfectly functional real airship.
Okay.
No,
This makes
We'll
sense
do
with
our-
steampunk rules. It works.
Lantern is
There's
an
no
island.
airships.
Gnomes. Anyway,
It's no.
it's gnomes. You've taken off. You're in the air. You get a good look at this room. The walls, the floor, the ceiling, it's all ice. There's it seems like it's constructed of blocks of ice. The whole construction of the place is highly ornate. There's a definite blue sort of color scheme on everything. It's just it seems like there's some light from outside that might be penetrating the whole castle somehow, a winter sun somewhere. But inside, you've seen no windows to the outside at all, and the whole place is bitterly cold. The walls, which you might have touched while you were still on the shelf back there, are freezing cold. But now that you're up in the air and getting a good look around, it looks like this large room appears to be that kind of a Winterween holiday gathering place. It's filled with other snow globes. It's got the large tree in the center. It's got presents under the tree, and there's an arched doorway, no door, leading out, which it appears to be the only exit.
Yes, we're going there.
Yep. I'll steer the rudder. Point us that direction.
Bandry being super pissed that everybody bailed on her party and wanted to go on this stupid adventure is gonna just charge through there. Stomp, stomp. Alexander right behind her making even louder stomps. Stomp, 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 stomp.
We're on a boat. We're sailing through.
So
So you just
as you,
charge off the end of the ship.
Works for me. I thought we had landed. Sorry.
You're in the air. You were flying. So, if the
Where's my
thing was flying
waterfall?
around in our own homes, it'd be at about like chest or shoulder height. But you guys are flying at a tremendous altitude as far as you are concerned. And you duck out the door, and it looks like there's a hallway, T intersection at the end. These are huge, massive hallways, obviously, to your size.
And we're
most
still
of
on the
rooms-
airship?
Yes, in the
Okay.
airship.
I climb onto Alexander's back and have him jump off this airship.
Great. It's like
I fall through like 20 feet of snow.
it's not 20 feet. I mean,
No, it's
to
about
your
200.
scale, it's like 400 feet.
Of snow?
You will die if you come off. I mean,
Can-
maybe you have
can-
other call.
Can you catch her?
I mean, the Shield Guardian weighs like 800 pounds, also. So nobody's going to stop this thing. You jump off the boat. Yeah.
Aren't we close
saw the
though?
boat
Lift
just
double
rocket
my
up into
leg.
the air.
I thought we were close. Like,
What on earth are you saying, Melissa? You're the equivalent of like 400 feet in the air on an airship.
close though,
Don't
right?
jump off. What?
Close
Never
to
mind.
what?
Fine. Never mind. Forget I
Yeah,
did any of
okay.
this. We'll just keep
You just
going.
left the shelf.
Yeah.
You're a tiny airship in a giant room.
Okay.
You leave the room. You go out into the hallway. Okay, most of the other rooms have doors, which would prove pretty impassable to you. But meandering down and doing it quickly because time is a thing.
Half hour left in the stream.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was jumping off the airship. I thought we were like
Why on
there.
earth would jumping off the airship speed anything up? I just gave you the airship. You want to jump off immediately?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Never mind.
Okay. You're flying.
I don't have to visit my family now. I've gotten all the argument watching out already.
At the end of the hallway, there's the intersection. Getting down there, looking both ways. One way, dead end. The other way, spiral staircase going up and down. Perfectly accessible to airship.
Ooh, spiral staircase?
Mm-hmm.
I like spiral staircases. Anybody object? Go down the spiral staircase?
What do you think, Nakamir? Or Saphira? Or Lynx?
Going down
Maybe
the
don't
staircase.
ask Lynx.
We don't ask things.
Oh yeah,
What
Lynx
did
is
I do?
blind. Never mind.
No, because you're blind, it would be a mean question to ask. Which way should we go? Fuck, I don't know.
Go down the staircase.
Let's go down.
Yeah, let's go down.
That wasn't like you
Do
weren't
it.
worth it. That was like, I don't want to
All
ask
right.
the blind guy which direction we should head.
To descend, someone must climb up to the top of the airship and open the valve a little bit to let out some of this gas.
I
Who will
climb
make
up,
an athletics check?
I
Who
climb-
volunteers?
I'm gonna climb up the airship
All right.
since I'm
Athletics.
since I'm so tiny.
It's built for your size. I mean, it's a gnome airship.
Did he finally do?
I roll a 18.
Perfect. You scramble up the rigging on the side of the boat. You do find quite a large valve. It's labeled in gnomish, which is perfect for you. You pop it open and let off some gas until the airship starts to descend down the spiral staircase. It goes down one level before it ends. You appear to have reached the bottom of the staircase, one level below, and then you close that valve back up. And scooting out down here, there is a long hallway with a few closed doors, but at the end it looks like a large archway leading into an open chamber. Beyond in the chamber, it looks like it might be like a feast hall or something like that, like a dining area, but large and ornate.
Ooh, are there any bottles labeled "Drink Me" anywhere?
Okay,
Looking
Alice.
around, if you scoot into this room, the first thing you notice is that most everything appears to be covered in a sheen of ice. In fact, at some point you can share winter too. It's just kind of the aesthetic of the interior. So don't worry about any of the specifics in that picture. It's just got aesthetics that are on point for the castle that you're flying through. Anyway, you get into this great hall, and there are some long tables, and they do appear to have some of them some food on them. Looking closely from your vantage point in the sky as you cruise past, they are frozen chunks of meat, and in fact, it seems like in some places it's more obvious what they look like. They are people. It looks like they are humans or humanoids that were frozen and partially devoured, seemingly by the inhabitants of this castle. You haven't seen anybody else since you left the snow globe room. But looking around down here, it seems like this is a dining area. There's in fact a door on the wall of this chamber, which is open and leads into a side chamber that appears to be a kitchen or a food preparation area.
Whoa!
So
Sorry.
Hold on, brief technical difficulties.
I just realized this was refreshing it to my Chrome and not the actual Discord. Oh
I
my
was
god.
gonna say, Discord's frozen our faces.
Yeah, I was trying to fix everybody's faces. I saw that, but then I
My
started.
expression is amazing, though.
I'm so sorry. This is like I've used